Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another edition of the Aaron O Show, Thursday edition. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think this is the first time I've ever streamed on a Thursday. This is the first time I've ever streamed on a Thursday because I don't normally stream on Thursdays. But what can I say? I must admit, I get jealous of homeless people all the time, and I'm gonna tell y'all why. I just wish I could just wake up, sit there, and not care about anything. Not saying that they don't, but man, oh man, you miss out on so much when you're dealing with responsibilities in life. You miss out on so many things when you're dealing with responsibility in life. I'm gonna start giving some of this responsibility away, okay? So if any of y'all like responsibility, aka children, all that kind of stuff, I'm gonna just start, all responsibility go to y'all because this too much work, okay? Now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm in a little bit of a how would I say, a ranting situation. Like I had one of these shows before when I almost got in trouble. Azanika, what's going? Azanika, are you said I'm gonna be homeless? Ouch, ouch, it hurts. Honestly, I don't know. I don't have no children, so it ain't gonna be that bad for me. I just gotta live out on the streets. Uh, come close a lot of times. So I think in the mean streets of San Francisco, there's a lot of places for me to put up my tent, cardboard box, get my projector. Oh man, do I even have that video when they got the projector inside the tent and they watching TV? The homeless, y'all just don't know. The homeless about to be lit. Y'all just don't know. They about to be lit. But it's Thursday. It's Thursday, and a lot's been going on. I hate being out the mix. I hate sometimes I really, really dislike being out the mix. Okay. I do. I don't like to be in the chat. Okay. Because when a good show is moving and grooving and I have to sit back now, there's a benefit to that, right? There's a benefit to that. But first thing first, let's handle the business. First of all, welcome to the Aaron O Show. I like to acknowledge the sponsor of the last show because we really, really appreciate it. And it is Tam. Shout out to Tam for being the sponsor of the last show. Tam has been a long time supporter. She makes the shows funny in a lot of ways. So Tam, we really appreciate you on the Aaron O Show and all of the networks in which we come across each other. So thank you, Tam, for supporting the show. It's very much appreciated. Because I know sometimes these people get on your nerves. I know they do. But as I decided on whether or not I should go live, right? Because I don't have anything put together on Thursdays or structured and anything. And I haven't, unfortunately, for my own sake, structured anything the last few days. I just hit the button and I say, let's figure out. I shouldn't actually get a pilot's license because I would probably be a horrible pilot because I have no training. Yet I own, basically, for this analogy, right? I own the jet and I get to drive the jet and I get to start the jet whenever I want. And how the jet gets to a safe destination or not is on me. How and if we get to a safe destination or not is on me. So a lot of times when I'm thinking about ranting, I have to realize there's a good probability that I'll be canceled. So last time I had a rant, it was me reviewing another content creator's stream because one, I wanted to support the stream. And of course, I thought it was interesting. And I never ranted before. And I really, really liked it. I really, really like ranting. I'm really good at it. I'm pretty good at ranting, which I learned. And so I'm definitely going to possibly do a lot more ranting. It's in my cards. So ranting is on the playlist. But today Today is not going to necessarily be a rant. Okay, I'm gonna put the show together. I'm gonna drive this show while we together. Okay, and the show, which I was already thinking about a little bit here and there, had some ideas. It really came together when I saw my brother Cheeky Banter, and he was live, and he was discussing some things, and I was getting a little frustrated not being able to participate in the conversation. That frustrates me from time to time. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. It frustrates me from time to time that I'm not able to participate on those live streams because those are some really, really great conversations. And sometimes it's just my soul is just, but I gotta be quiet because I don't really type too much in the chat. I kind of troll in the beginning of the show. And yeah, I kind of trolled in the beginning of the show. And then that's when I kind of get upset. And today, the only person that I heard was Fatty was making the right points. I'm like, y'all don't understand what this man is talking about. He's so right, and it frustrates me because I couldn't back him up. It frustrated me. It really, really did. And so we gonna have a show of our own, so we can discuss all of this insane stuff. And I'm going to invite Team Fatty to the show. Okay.
Yeah, fuck Cheeky. Nah, I'm
I didn't
kidding.
say that. Now, you trying to get me canceled? You trying to
Now,
get me canceled?
shout out to Cheeky. That was actually a pretty good conversation.
Yeah, I think it
But
is.
then, man, Aaron, I don't know. I'm just every single time I get on these conversations, either is the dump like it. How much do you think that we expect more like people to have conversations in good faith, and they are not? Like the level of people being disingenuous is like it hurts my fucking soul, bro. When you can ask like a simple question about the man, yeah, he's a monster. He beat up that woman. And then you ask, what about the woman? Oh, he should have picked better. He should have known better. He should have do this. He should have do that. Come on, like
It only takes one person to do the right thing. I hate this. It takes two every single time with these people. It only takes one person to do the right thing, and she had ample opportunities to do the right thing. But of course, since he's a man, she can only do so much to him without it being his fault. That stuff is mind blowing to
do
me.
you notice one thing that nobody said on an 8 hour stream? If she's unhappy, you should leave. No, never. I was waiting. I didn't say this because I wanted to talk about this later. On an 8 hour stream, nobody says, lady, you want to date a man that actually can afford dates and going this and there? Leave. Nobody. It's always, oh, the men should leave and the men should do this and the men should do that. And then when you treat women like they are children, they complain. When you treat women like they are grown-ups, they you complain again. So
The reason why is because this is what I've noticed, right? Listening to these shows, these conversations, these perspectives is every time the men say something like, for example, man, look, my girl, she gonna cook and clean, and I'm gonna provide and I'm gonna do what a man gotta do. That's typically all of the man's statements, right? What happens when women speak their mind? All they do is say what the man gonna do. They never ever say what they gonna do. See, the man gonna say, "Look, my girl gonna cook and clean, take care of the house. I'm gonna be out making the money, making sure we protect and provide it for." They say the two parts, right? Whenever women speak, it's just what the man's gonna do for them. It is mind blowing. It is mind blowing.
I, I, I'm literally scheduled a show for Sunday. We are at 4 days, whatever. Mr. Let Go is absolutely right, bro. I'm going to do a show apologizing to Mr. Let Go. Women are children, and if they are not, other men are pushing us to actually treat them like children. Like it's amazing.
Let me see.
It's amazing, bro. I don't understand where this comes from. I actually understand this bravado, right? I understand, but for the life of me, I can't understand how a man comes on these panels and says, if she doesn't like what you do, bounce, because your power is on leaving. But when it comes to a woman, oh, you should endure. You should sacrifice. Don't give up on him the first time he doesn't do something that you don't like. Like, what about real life? What about People every relationship for 8 years, 9 years, 10 years, and they don't want to put that shit to the side because that will destroy their lives. They are going to have to rebuild. It was what
Don't they
about
always
real
say?
life?
Don't they always say men don't leave relationships? So why do they expect it when the scenario isn't going in their favor? So they spin it and go, "You can leave." It's fine to say that, but whenever it's women leave marriages, it's always the man don't leave and he stays. So why are we acting like a man was going to leave?
Let's
But
go even further. They look it as a negative. Women leave marriages left and right. That's wrong. They give up on marriages. What about what should I do, man? You should leave. If she doesn't cook the way you do, leave that bitch. Like, what are we doing? Like real life. It seems again, we have relationship with women. We actually understand what's going on. It seems like there's no human component involved. It's not about what this woman been with me for 6 years. It's not about the fact that that time when I had my dad died, she supported me. It's not about that time when I actually was in college and nobody looked my way, and that woman actually found that I was actually someone that she wanted to be next to it. There's no human component. Is black and it frustrates me more because I think I'm going to say this. I'm sorry, fuck it. These old people need to get the fuck out of here, bro. Like all these are archaic, like old men are the leaders, women are the followers, no nuance, no this, no that. I really believe that we should reconstruct this shit from the ground up. Pick up everything that they actually contributed, shake it, put a twist on it, say thank you very much for all the blessings and the learnings. But we need to actually do I don't know, a red pill manosphere, whatever adjacent 2023 version, because this shit is not fucking real life. It's not.
if you would have seen my show yesterday, right? Me and Lee was kind of like breaking it down how changes need to happen, evolvement need to be allowed, right? But once again, the people that cling on to past things, past perspectives, refuse to allow change to happen. This is why, Fatty, if everybody you know in Portugal, right, they treat you the certain way because they already know you. But you go to another country and you know what you get to do? Be whoever you want. No one's going to make you forced to stay in a bubble. You can, if you only talked about sports back home, you can come over here and talk about something else, and they won't tell you stick to sports because they don't limit you, right? But when you're dealing with these old school people, they have this skewed view of reality that it worked for me, so it should work for you. They don't tailor made thing, and that stuff is what really frustrates.
Exactly, the tailor made shit. Exactly.
It's really frustrating. So we gonna get right into the show. I'm not gonna mess around because I'm not supposed to be streaming on a Thursday, but I get really frustrated not being able to stream with everybody else because that's when all the fun is happening. So I like to occasionally have a short show. I ran a little bit, and I will rant a little bit, but I see these videos keep popping up on my feed. I don't know why, but why is it every single time it's always shape the world around a woman? Please tell me why that's the case. Why do we have to keep shaping the world around a woman?
Because they. Oh shit! You're gonna play the video.
Oh, I'm gonna get right into it, bro. I'm not gonna, but no, I'm gonna let
Right.
you speak. Go ahead. You can say
No,
your
I'm just saying
thoughts.
because they control the four powers. The legislative power does laws to protect them. The judicial power assumes they are innocent all the time, while actually they are not. And again, like I can actually talk about all the powers that we have, like that are formal powers, and I go one by one. They have two more. They have the media, and they have this fucking social media shit, this monster that we have right now, where women can post whatever the fuck they want. I hate men, and he mistreated me, and as soon as the man does the same, it gets shut down. That's why, because actually they feel special, they feel entitled, and it's their way or the highway. But we're going to talk about it later. Go ahead.
Oh, it drives me crazy.
Not in the cards for me. I'm not going to learn how to cook. I'm not going to learn how to clean. I am sorry.
Well,
Whoa. That's tough.
I'm hoping that, my partner would do that.
Yeah. So you're gonna date.
I'm okay. The norms don't have to be there. I'll be the
So you're
breadwinner.
gonna date a girl.
I'm gonna date a girl.
Okay. Well, you said two things. You just referenced dating a girl.
No, I'm just
It's gonna sound really insensitive right now, but
no,
I don't
but
care.
guys, I'm sure can cook and clean, and they'd
Like
love
three of
to.
them.
Huh?
Like three of them.
No, and they would love to not work, and I'll just bring home the money, and they can cook. I'm
Wow,
kidding.
you want to stay at home dad? That's kind of dope. You can be like a sugar mama.
Yeah.
Damn.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying.
I know how to
Scratch
cook.
all that. No, you can't cook. That's
No.
bullshit.
She can't really cook. I don't like to cook.
Why do women keep acting like they want to be a breadwinner? Why?
Because it's cool. She would work for 2 months, see the guy cook and clean, and watch Netflix and play PlayStation on his, and she would resent him.
But here, check. Let me tell you why. This people heard what they heard, but let me tell you what I heard, because I hear differently than everybody else. I don't want to do those things because they're not fun. I don't want to do those things because I don't like them. So, because I don't like them, it means I don't find value in it, right? So let me find somebody else to find value in something that I don't want to do. Hence, is the statement that women are saying we don't want to do this stuff anymore because there's no value in it to them. So they want to find somebody else to do it. Think about that. They don't find value in it, so they want to push it off on somebody else. They don't realize women don't realize what they say. They really, really don't realize the things that they say when they speak. And to your point, Fatty, women are not children. Women are childish. That they identify women as childish because they're not children, because they don't have the rights of children. They have the rights of adults. But when it comes to mentality and actions, you can say they're childish. So that's the part that Let Go has wrong. They're not children. They're childish. And there's a huge distinction and difference there. And childish is something applicable that we can absolutely add to their name. And shout out to Miss Doris for the Water Gang. You know, we locked, loaded,
Shout out to Doris.
rocking, rolling, ready to go. What's up, Granville says, I ain't cooking. Granville, listen, there's nothing wrong with cooking. There's nothing wrong with cooking. But what she did was she limited his role to cooking and cleaning. Now, let me be honest with you. I didn't save this video, but there's a psychologist that kind of talks about the importance of absence, right? And he kind of talks about you actually being around a woman makes her not fall in love with you. The absence is necessary for her to fall in love with you. It's a really an interesting thing, and I'm gonna find the video, right? So the point to that is that a lot of times when men are sitting on the couch playing video games, we don't understand why women hate that. We don't understand why women hate that, right? What it is that women instinctively see you as a man in their presence and go, I don't like a man that just sits in the house. You need to get out and do something. Men do stuff. That's instinctively what they think.
I agree with you, Aaron.
That's why their actions are like that, right? And so it's just the psychology of it when you really start to pare it down. And here's another thing, Fatty. This is what I really want to ask you, right? We normally say women are politicians, right? They want to say the right thing, right? But you know what I've noticed? Certain particular women, when they have the camera on them, they don't say the right things. They say all the things they not gonna do. I ain't doing this for no man. I ain't doing. That's not politically correct. You're supposed to lie. They are actually empowered to not be politically correct. I really, really wonder why that is the case. Why is that the case?
Because she a bad bitch.
Because she has nothing to offer. So instead of actually, I think it's a little bit of psychology, right? If I come at a job and say, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, 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 the person that's saying, oh, damn, it's going to work for me, it's going to do pretty good. But if I come on the conversation, I says, I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to do that, I'm not going to do that, it's like a curiosity. Why are you not going to do it? And now we can spend 3 hours debating the shit that you are not doing when we actually should debate what you are actually willing to do so we actually can figure out who are you. So
But
Shout out to
Fatty, if she
Grandma.
told you that, you wouldn't even fuck with her, right? If she said, "I'm not cooking, Fatty. I'm not doing none of that shit," you gonna say, "Well, fuck you then, bitch. Go to the next
she,
girl."
she, she will be demoted to the G League. She only plays friendlies, never as official game. But the
Well,
thing, go ahead.
no. Yeah, this is the thing though. Shout out to Grandma. He said men aren't supposed to cook. Women are. That simple. Yeah, I mean, I'm fine. Listen, I played a video the other day. I'm fine with roles being altered and adjusted perfectly fine. The only issue is that it seems like they want that providing and protecting role is static. Ain't no moving off of that. But all these other roles are negotiable. Every
That,
single other role is negotiable. Every single one. But those two, non-negotiable.
but
That's
that's all.
interesting.
That's also the sentence, right? We shouldn't have gender roles. The part that she doesn't say for me. We shouldn't have gender roles for me. There's the part that they don't say it because they want to look good and they want to actually pretend that there's no gender roles for everybody. But the first thing they see you, hey man, what's your job? Why do you want to know my job? There's no gender roles like what to know about my money. Is just the fact that again, is a rigged game that other men are actually well them win and not win. Like right now is like it's a gigantic. It's like I was going to do a very bad example, but it's
Oh, that's cool.
like women are running by like winning by 30, and there's men jumping on the field picking the ball and saying no, let's go this way, let's call another one. Like they are not going to comply with what men want, because as soon as a man actually, like you guys says, I don't want a woman that doesn't cook and clean. There will be a sucker that will jump out of the woodwork. Oh, it's fine. Don't worry. I'm a good cook. I'm a good cleaner. I don't mind it. And she goes and does what she does. Do you know this woman that was on the video?
No,
The woman that was on the
Hey, she
video.
looked nice.
Yeah, but she for white people. She has no
God.
curve, right? But she literally is the right hand woman of the other guy, the Bradley guy, like the big guy with
Oh,
the
she's his
beard.
right. Okay, I
Yeah,
know Bradley. Yeah, he works.
yeah. And they kind of have a relationship like where they seem like friends, but kind of
Okay.
looks like fucking and shit. Like she is this type of woman. She knows, like she looks at masculinity every day. She sees the guy talk about what they want, and the answer is no. I'm going to fight it. I don't care. You know why? Because she probably has
Well,
men
Patty,
that actually are willing to do that.
let's touch on the stream y'all just came from slightly, right?
Hmm.
What I noticed is that she lent a man some money, and you know what Fatty said? Your money is your money, my money is our money. That mentality, right? Where does that come from? You know where I found out? This lovely lady here says she can tell us where that mentality comes from, Fatty. So let me just see what her opinion is on what that mentality comes from.
So how am I going to make this work? I make more money than him. And if you are anything like me, you grew up with a grandmama that said, what's yours is yours and what's his is yours. Yeah, that's what my grandma said. She was like, listen now, always keep some money to the side, and what's yours is yours and what's his is yours. Now, I love Grandma B, but, Grandma B passed at the age of 98. She hadn't had a man for about 50 years, all right? Maybe a little bit more than that, but 50 or maybe even 60 years, okay? So I cannot take on that belief system and make it apply to me in the life that I'm living today. Times have changed. Women are getting more education. Women are, back when she was coming up, women couldn't even buy in a bank account. Women stayed home. So think for then. So some of the things that your mama, your big mama, and your Medea that they're teaching you, love them, give them a kiss, smile, or do whatever. But you can't apply that stuff today. Okay, you're gonna be alone if you try to apply some of that stuff. So I'm just gonna go through some of the questions.
Huh. Sounds like she has it pretty down packed and accurate where that information came from.
No, she right, because some of these old motherfuckers be having everything twisted. Old men, old women, they be having the game fucked up, bro. So I agree.
You're talking about who? The man that had 3 families in town and rotating between each other, or the woman that was saying that they think, oh no, men should be traditional and should do like this shit is done.
She said her grandma said the husband money was both their money, but the wife money was just the wife. Yeah, that's some selfish shit. That's not how that goes. You gotta listen to security boss, the one pot rule.
No, we don't.
Young people don't believe in the one pot rule, and I'm going to cover that with some breakdowns and some data on that to why they think differently about that. But I don't have that schedule right now, so I won't go in depthly to that. But it's not going to happen. I'm gonna just tell you that now. It's not going to happen. Young people.
I thought that was the whole goal. Aaron was like the women was to give the men the money because the men were more financially responsible.
They do that on Japan, but on the opposite way. The man goes to work, gets home. Yeah.
No, well, no. In the video that we just
that's
watched,
fucked up out there.
More of the video, but Dr. Lynn talks about how she out-earned her husband and how he used to come home and bring her the money, and she managed it and she messed it up. But she eventually got it. It's in the video. I just don't have all the time set put together because I'm gonna hopefully make this a quick show. I'm not trying to keep people all night. But
I don't trust anybody with the one pot thing. I don't, because one pot means you have a card and I also have a card, so I don't. The woman is gonna want a card, fat, if she's putting in.
No. But the thing about one pot is that actually sells you the illusion that everybody's contributing the same, right? But the part about the one pot that actually is going to build a lot of resentment is that I'm putting 7,000 in that one pot and you're putting 2,000, and now I'm looking at you funny because you said this is ours, and like, come on, man, is it really ours? Like it is an illusion of I don't want to talk about this because security bonds. I don't want to fight the security.
Let's buy a house together. Who's coming up with the down payment? You.
Yeah, but that's
why are you on this application if you're not helping me qualify and you're not helping me put the down payment? Why are you here?
Together is never together, unfortunately. And the one pot thing actually helps you kind of hide that shit. It helps you hide who is actually contributing for what.
I don't know, Lou. All the Arabic and Indian women here, like they be old as hell. They be working on the line with their husbands. You talk to them, they get a whole check to their husband, bro.
Because it's not enough.
Different cultures do things differently. I mean, I don't know, man. I have a problem trusting people. I don't trust
what I usually talk about these immigrants, and actually I think people need to actually look a little bit closer. They give them the whole check because if they didn't, they wouldn't have money to actually pay their shit. Like the money that actually is going to be left is very little money. I want actually to see their dynamic when they're actually making a lot of money after paying the bills, and now I want to see her how willing she is to say, here is $2,000 that I know you don't need because you paid everything. Take it and decide what you want to do with it. I think actually the problems only start when you start to adapt for luxury. You see what I'm saying? When you are actually trying to survive, everything is kind of clear cut because the bills are choosing where the money goes. You don't have no say. You just pay this, pay that, pay that. When the excess and the woman sees, wait, we have $3,000 extra per month and you don't want to go on trips? What the fuck? You have the $3,000 extra and you want to remove the kitchen? Now is actually when the woman, in my opinion, looks at the one pot thing, or let me give you the money and you decide. Now I think that's when she looks at it funny, especially if she has friends that says, oh shit, you didn't went to Miami? I did. Oh shit, you didn't get that fucking new fashion over, man. Oh, I did.
Well, Patty, can I ask you, didn't Flora tell you the reason that the girl was laughing was because she was nervous or something like that?
Yes.
Right, is that what she said?
It was a nervous laugh, just like her.
It was a nervous laugh. Yeah, so let me play this video, right? And tell me what you think about it, right? Because this is the video that made me want to do this show right here.
This is terrible.
In sickness
and in health.
And in health.
To love. Cherish. And to obey.
We didn't talk about that one in counseling.
We did talk about that in counseling. Yes, we did. So you want me to repeat that again? You want to just keep going?
I think we can keep going.
All right. in sickness,
in sickness,
and in health,
and in health.
to love, cherish, and to obey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't talk about that one in counseling.
We did talk about that in counseling. Yes, we did. So you want me to repeat that again? You want to just keep going?
I think we can keep going.
All right.
And therein lies the problem, ladies and gentlemen.
The fact that she's willing to embarrass him in front of everybody, she could pretend. The fact that she's willing to actually embarrass him in front of everybody says a lot about it was the same thing as the couple. The guy is kind of laughing, like nervous, like what the fuck are you doing? And she thinks that
I feel like on her wedding day, she should get whatever she wants.
Are
these dynamics are all
like a
fucked up,
script,
bro.
or
You don't wait. You don't understand how disrespectful that is.
Yeah, why is
that disrespectful?
Florida, do you obey your man?
I don't have a man.
Yeah, we know that. So the point being is very, very simple, right?
The shade is not subtle, Aaron.
It wasn't no shade. A blind man can tell you don't have a man. Like a blind man.
Wow.
Yeah, a blind man can tell. And that's okay. You don't have to have one.
Let me turn the petty meter up.
Yeah, you said some wild, crazy things on Cheeky Stream. So
Aaron, do you believe?
Not today.
I can't hear you, Lou.
I'm muted, sorry. I was saying, would you agree that if a man wants cooperation from a woman in 2023, he has to buy it? Do you agree to that?
Lou, this is the problem that I'm having, right? Look, think about this. Y'all need to do what's right and marry these women. This is what they tell. Do what's right. This man right here says, I'm going to do what's right. Gets there. The vows, right? Yo, we took vows. It's vows. I ain't submitting to nobody. I ain't obeying nobody that's not my husband. He say, okay, I'm going to be your husband. And in the process of becoming your husband, you said, well, I ain't obeying my husband. So what is the right thing to do? If you won't obey because I'm not your husband, I say, okay, I'll be your husband. And obeying is not an option then, why do it?
Yeah, I think what she was trying to say was I'm only going to obey God. Like, I submit to my husband, but I obey God. That's not what y'all got from that? Okay.
I thought the religion said the man obeys God and the woman obeys the man or something like that. Like, isn't that what that shit said?
But
I don't care if the pastor made a mistake. Do you not listen? Do you not think it's embarrassing as a man? Because what else could he do in that moment besides laugh? Besides laugh,
and you
or say this wedding is over. Besides those two things, what could he have done?
He could have had the balls to walk right out.
You would not.
But he wasn't. No, it's unrealistic. It's completely unrealistic.
It's not going to happen, bro.
But this is why I asked you, Aaron. Because do you think? Because this is the problem. If these women are asking us to do the right thing, and then we do the right thing, and then we marry them, and we still can't get cooperation or submission, right? Then I truly believe that they are looking for us to purchase that submission in a different way, because obviously marriage is not enough anymore, right? Like, just you marrying them is not enough for them to obey you. So that's why I asked you if truly they will only submit to you if you can purchase their submission. I'll give you an example. My dad makes around $350K. My dad pays all of the bills. My stepmother works, saves all of her money for herself, and my dad gives her an allowance. That's why when he opens his mouth and he says something, he gets what he wants. But that's essentially a net negative for him, because he's spending so much money just to have to purchase said submission, which he should get innately because he is a real leader. You see what I'm trying to say? So that's why I asked you, because it seems like nowadays for you to get any level of submission, you have to just make $400,000 and outright purchase that shit.
Your dad's not a leader based on the fact that he earns $400 or $400,000 or whatever the
Simon,
fuck
you are not. What are you talking about?
I'm about to say, I think we need actually more men like the man that he's describing.
You think your dad's a leader?
Yes.
I don't think, bro. I don't have to think anything. My dad is
He created you, right?
My dad is
and what I'm viewing is that
I have not followed my dad. I have not followed my dad's footsteps. I'm a loser
Yo,
next to my dad.
shout out to Aaron O. Yo,
let's
listen,
be clear. But my
I'm
dad
just
is
saying, like,
my dad's a different man. My dad's a different type of man. What are you trying to say here?
I've been in rooms with dudes like you.
Are you a leader,
Okay.
Simon?
Okay.
After your wife left you?
What were you guys doing in those rooms?
No, I ask you a question, Simon. Are you a leader after your wife fucking left you? You fucking drunk?
Yeah, get him.
Yo, Fatty, do you want to have a conversation?
Do you think she's not fucking around right now? Do you think she's not bending on force on the main panel? Like, do you
Lord
think that?
have mercy.
Yo, Fatty, do you want to have a conversation?
No, I don't want to have the conversation. I ask you a question.
Well, why are you posing questions to me?
I like this, like an international fight right now.
After your wife left you, yes or no?
My wife did not leave me, bro.
So you leave her? That's worse. You're not a leader. You didn't endure. You should have
Yo,
stayed,
bro.
Who are you then?
Okay, all right. You want to go?
Simon goes against the whole man.
Right, you want to go?
Do you think you can be an alcoholic and a leader at the same time?
All right, Fatty. Okay,
Do you think you can be an alcoholic and a leader at the same time?
All right, Fatty. All right.
Huh? Who are you leading drinking a bottle of whiskey per day?
You know I'm 2 hours away from you, bro.
Absolutely.
You know that. Don't play with me.
Absolutely.
I'm not Israel, okay? Do not
Simon,
play
let me
with
ask
me.
you a question.
I will touch you in a second.
Simon, let me ask you a
play
question.
with me like that.
No, that's fair.
Maker. Why do you gotta get violent?
I believe you.
In 2 minutes, like
Simon,
don't even play with me, bro.
I believe you. No, Simon, I believe you. Let me ask you a question then. Simon, who have you touched on this place? Who have you actually fought on this place? Tell me one name. One.
Why am I gonna say that on live?
Oh, nobody, right? So shut the fuck up. Nobody believes you.
Why are you going at me like this, Fatty? For real,
Because I can.
Don't ever talk about Lou again.
You really want you? Didn't you say you could see me?
Listen,
didn't you say you could see me in 2 hours?
I'm a loser.
Yo, bro, I have people out here that will touch you in a
at the
second,
doing.
bro.
Please.
Yeah, top boy. Yeah, top boy.
Yo, nah.
You top boy.
Simon, I beg you. Simon, listen to me, Simon. I beg you. Hey, no, 1 second, Simon.
Yo, you can do your YouTube shit. Do that
Simon.
shit.
No, Simon, listen to me, right?
Simon getting niggas touched.
Right now, you probably couldn't see me even if I leave it, but I beg you, bro. You want my address? I literally will leave you my address on the back, and you are going to do something.
Yo, I'll tell you something. Speak to Anton.
What did you do to Anton?
Simon, be quiet, man.
The fuck this guy do in Detroit?
Each other. What is? It's like a naked.
What did you do to Anton?
Floor is right.
Yo, how do you think the whole Lapeef network got switched up, bro? You're tripping. You're tripping. You don't understand. You don't understand certain things, bro.
I'm sorry, Aaron. Go ahead.
Isn't derailing, Aaron?
You don't understand certain things. Yeah, go offline right now because you don't understand certain things.
I just came down because your wife entered the room. I didn't want you to see it.
Let's move on, guys. Let's move on.
You know I ain't gonna play that shit.
I don't either. So leave the man alone so I can leave you alone too.
Aaron, do you know about the wife situation, Aaron? Fill me in.
Oh, my mom is fine.
Yeah, I know she's fine because I'm fucking paying her.
How?
Through child support, bitch. Like at the end of the day, you don't really realize.
That was a tough bit,
Wait, what?
You don't really know.
My mom is old. She's like 60 something. How you paying child support to a 60-year-old woman?
You're trash.
Yeah, because I get paid through certain revenues, and at the end of the day, you don't recognize that because you're a kid. You're in the
everywhere.
You're in the dark, bro. You're in the dark. You don't actually realize what's going on.
It's called night. It's called night. Like on my country. When
no, what is it? You're one of them kids. You're one of them kids that you're gonna get to a point in time.
Simon, let's move on. Stay focused. See, I'm wondering, because he laughed, do you think that the embarrassment, why do you think a woman feels so comfortable disrespecting.
Aaron, that's why I asked
Ah.
you. Do you think he can buy it? Do you think he has enough to buy it? That's why
I don't think it's about money.
Because
Though. I think
it's temporary.
I don't think it's about money. I think it's about the lack of respect. It's like when a woman slaps a man in front of him. Why does she do that? Because she knows there's no repercussions.
But I make this money argument all the time, and maybe it's just a mistake of mine. But I see what women are respecting more and more each and every day, and it seems like money has a lot to do with the respect portion.
They will
you gotta have good dick too. You gotta have good dick too.
They will play the game for money.
Come on, bro.
They will play the game for money, but when it comes actually to respect and to consequences, I think actually they know who they fuck
I don't know.
with.
I think these women's respect is for sale. I don't know, but go ahead.
Like I told you, the fact that, for example, let me see, Swati or Sweetie, whatever the name is, she goes on the Usher concert and she actually doesn't do nothing. It's not because YG has money. It's because if she does something, she knows repercussions are going to happen. That is why it's the reason why, for example, Ciara plays with Russell Wilson, even though he has way more money than Future. But for some reason, she doesn't.
But they are also But they are also millionaires.
That pussy right fire.
But Louis, that's the point. She knows she can do that shit with Future. He's going to actually establish consequences. She does that shit with Russell because she knows nothing is going to happen to her. So she keep pushing the boundaries because she knows who she can do with it.
Okay, to your point,
so you don't think that the doctor of 300,000 in 2 years is going to be able to buy that chick's respect from the last video?
If I had to guess, and this is a speculation, she will be happy for a while and she will revert to the same person she was before the money.
No, because you have to understand. I didn't see. She was Asian, right?
And she was first.
I don't know what part.
She might have been like.
I don't know what part of the
Asian
Asian world.
like mixed race.
It don't matter where she was from, really.
Huh?
It don't really matter where she was from.
She looked
it don't matter
Japanese to me.
if she was Asian or black or why does that matter?
Because we're talking about the particular person.
Everything matters, Simon. Everything's a
You guys are tripping. It's like you guys have not experienced women. It's crazy.
Simon, so Timon, you got the women. Tell us about the women. Tell us how they the same.
Because they, we are humans, and at the end of the day, what happens is every woman wants something. You can ask Flora. You don't need to ask me. Women want something. Flora, and that's the basis.
They don't listen. They start yelling over.
Simon, what does that mean?
Prove she can get a man. We not listen to nothing she says.
What does that mean? What does that mean, Simon?
You can get a woman, Aaron.
1 second. So Simon said. Simon said we are all human. It's debatable, but I agree with him at the end of the day. And then he said, but all women need something. Can you elaborate on that, sir? What does that woman needs something means? What does that mean?
Why do we have relationships, Fatty?
Because we like to fuck. And we want inside.
No,
yes?
No, not at all.
So why? Tell me. Explain to me.
I mean, that's a teenage age perspective.
Teach me.
Just fucking is just okay, we're just in the playground. But once you have children and try to form a family, that's a completely different thing. So it's not really about just fucking. We love this, we love that. We want to get our dick wet, and women want to get their pussy wet. We know this shit. That's not the basis of anything in terms of moving forward, and that's why we have these conversations.
So tell me, please, what is the basis of relationships?
Retirement and sort of understanding where you're going to go before you die. That's what's the fucking basis of it.
Would you marry with a woman that you can fuck? Would you marry a woman that you can fuck? She will offer retirement or whatever. She's like, would you engage in a relationship with a woman you can fuck? Yes or no?
I can't even understand what you're fucking talking about, bro. Can you say it again? Say it again. No, I can't understand your accent. I really can't. I can't understand your accent.
Would you have a relationship with a woman you can't fuck? fuck, you are not able to have sex with her. Yes or no?
Well, it really depends on the state of mind I'm in. I don't think that's a permanent thing. And I think you make a very good point. You make a very good point. Like in terms of
it's fucking right.
no, what it is like you'll fuck to a certain extent. In any case, it don't really matter.
No,
it don't really matter if it's this or that.
Simon, none of us will be with a woman if we can fuck her. So that means that for most of us, our relationships with the opposite sex are, for the most part, based on that. That's an unbreakable thing.
Yo, bro, when was the last time you fucked a woman?
I have a sex doll.
Why would you care about that?
I think probably 20.
You can't understand what that means because it's like, women are emotional. Like, so when you actually have interactions with them, like in terms of a sexual nature, like that adds stuff to your life, right? Yes. Which means like they start performing different things that is, you can't, like, that's not relatable to a sex doll. You get what I mean? Like, you can fuck a sex doll and you can wake up in the morning and it's like there's no extra stuff going on. But women will turn around and they will start speaking to you about certain
But
types
I would
of things.
buy the sex doll if I couldn't have sex with the doll. That's the point. It's the same thing as woman. I only engage with the woman because I can have sex with her, and then it comes the rest. So
the only reason why you get in a relationship,
the deal breaker is the sex.
Each to their own.
This is like, go ahead, Simon, and keep wasting fucking time.
I'm wasting time. I'll tell you something, Fatty, if you want to talk to me like that.
I know you were going to fly out. It's 2 hours away. All that. I know. You already said that.
You know where I'm at. So
I don't want to fight you, Simon.
No, you know.
I don't want to fight you.
Flirting.
It's not. You know what's going on, so it's not that.
What the fuck is going on, Simon?
Get back to it, Aaron.
You know that I can literally touch you. Don't do that, Fatty. You know I'll
Can you say something else? Because that just sounds like, yeah, bro.
Don't interfere, bro. Don't interfere. This is me and Fatty.
You know what's funny?
Simon, it sounds wrong for another.
Why are you interfering? You're simping right now. You are simping. This is exactly.
Yeah, thank you.
What
the funny part about this is weird. He says, I can touch you, right? He says, yes, I know. And he keeps going. I agree with you.
Yeah,
you can touch me. Congratulations.
He's not really adding to the actual.
No, I'm not trying to say Fatty.
I don't know
off top.
It
just sounds terrible for another man to say that.
Yeah.
I have no idea what this man is doing.
He wanted to look you in the eyes while he said that.
Yeah, like you.
We're gonna move on. We're gonna move on. I have this video that I want you guys' perspective on. I thought it was interesting, actually. I didn't listen to it all the way through, but just the beginning of it, found it quite interesting.
I bought him clothes, pure religion, like designer clothes, and filled his whole closet up with like new clothes because I got tired of like how he dressed. And then when we broke up, I just went to his house, cleaned out his closet, and took everything to Plato's closet. He's like, I'm calling the police, you delusional bitch. I'm just like, that's not crazy. Like, you want to see crazy? Like, I know bitches that bust open windows. Like, I just took my clothes back. I just needed some money. Like, when I did it, he was so hurt. It was like, I kind of sounded like he was crying on the phone. But I was just like, it is what it is. Like, you don't want to be with me anymore. Like, I need reparations. You want to kick me out? I need my reparations. So I took all that designer, sold it, and like got some money so I can go get right. Like,
some women that they'll breaking it. Your shit mild. Like they'll break in his house, give all the clothes up. Tear the clothes up, or they'll get the clothes, give it to another nigga, and post on social media with her and the new nigga in his fit, his religion.
See, that's violent. That's too close to violent. Like that could lead to violence.
My question is why does she still have access to his crib?
That's not the relevance. The relevance is, what if a man comes and says, I want reparations, suck my fucking thing? She's going to call the cops on you. Like, it's not about what she wants. She is entitled to want whatever she fucking wants. It's about the fact that she's not consistent with him doing exactly the same thing to her. Like it's not. Oh, you left me, so I want reparation for 3 months. You're going to cook for me, and you're going to get on your knees, and you're going to actually do like no woman thinks like this. So
she wanted everything back, bro, everything, because the relationship didn't work out. So that means she never did anything because she cared about him. She never did anything. She did everything because she thought it was going to benefit her. I bought him clothes because I thought it was going to get me something. I did this because I thought, do you believe that if the relationship is over, you should get your stuff back that you bought somebody potentially? It's really interesting.
Let's give it a step further. Do you think that if she divorced her husband and she is entitled actually to half, she's going to say no? It's good enough. Like she will take everything, and when you actually ask for something, she will have nothing for you. So I don't know. I need to like did the comments agree with her at least, Aaron? They were like, oh, or they were actually saying, no, you are.
Let's pull them up. I'll pull them up. Let's go ahead.
Because usually these videos, I like to see the comments to see like.
I don't know if I can zoom in very well on the comments though.
Actually, legally, if it is a gift, it ain't yours no more.
Yeah.
Bro could have taken her to a small claims if he wanted to, and he would have won.
Yeah, he would have won. Yeah, I don't think it will let me see all the comments. I don't even think I follow them. Oh, you know what? If I hit this, man.
No, you can just scroll down. Scroll down. Yeah.
She said, "True religion clothes on." Dude called the police on me for the same reason they laughed at him when I pulled out receipts showing I bought it. Sorry, sir.
Jesus Christ, bro.
Wow.
Jesus.
And look, this is understandable, actually. That's wow. My ex tried the same thing. WTF kind of broke. Is that shouldn't spend money on or give money away you can't afford to lose. Yeah, that's true. Whatever I bought was for you to keep it. I would agree with that.
That's a man saying that, right?
That was a man. Prime level of pettiness. You're not even getting all your money back by selling it, maybe only 10%, but you'd rather see him down just because he didn't want to be with you.
The 4 replies probably for a woman. You are wrong.
Man.
Fuck you.
He said, damn, well, what you did to get kicked out for real. Yeah, she must have did something, huh? So you sold clothes you gifted your man to Plato's Closet, which you didn't even get a fraction of what you spent on the clothes. Huh. That is
absolutely
interesting.
She probably got like 50 cents for every t-shirt.
It's not about the money she can get. It's just about the level of worth that she can put on that man. That's why they throw PlayStations through the window. That shit is $500. Like they will rather delete your fucking progress in every fucking game than to actually throw it, because they know that shit you can get another PlayStation, but you can get the amount of progress that you did on the game. So it's just about actually being vindictive and the most amount of pain you can get.
But it just frustrates me knowing that you guys watching a video stream of a woman saying you need to pay me back when she got more money. And would it be right if in the future when he start making more money, he start billing her for things? Think about that.
But he won't
do it.
The same way we don't go to the court, to the claims court, whatever the name is. We are conditioned to do some things to women and to let them get away with some bullshit. That's the reality. That's the reality.
It's just so shameful. I was so disgusted here, and I'm like, dang, I would never be with any woman that say, oh yeah, I'm gonna let you have some money, but you got to pay me back. And then let it be known I'm doing bad right now. You telling me in about 2-3 years I'm about to level up crazy and get a crazy bag. You know what? You got it. Yeah, I'll pay you back. All right, man. And when I'm up, I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember what you said. So I think men are just getting the worst deals ever. The worst deals ever. We give you, if you do the right thing to get married, she'll shatter your heart and tell you, I ain't going to obey you. You ain't my husband. Oh, well, you is my husband, but you the type of husband that I ain't going to obey. That's what we just saw.
How do we
Should
know
leave it
she
right there
shattered
at the
his
altar.
heart?
How
Should
do
leave
we
it
know
right there
she
at the
shattered
altar.
his heart?
What
Wait.
if they're just playing? People laughed after she said that.
She said he was almost crying on the phone or something like that. She literally said that with her own voice.
Right after, or was that the beginning? I think I may have missed that part. Sorry.
First of all, Flora, you're right. I'm referencing the first video,
That's what I thought.
the bride in which you said you're right. He did laugh. You know why he laughed? Wait, why did he laugh, Flora?
He might have been uncomfortable. But other people laughed too.
So listen, let me tell you things about men, right? The reason a lot of men don't like promiscuous women is because it's embarrassing for somebody to pull up and be like, hey, I slept with your girl too. Men don't like to be publicly embarrassed. Nobody does, but it's even worse when it's your woman doing it to you in public, right? That's a thing with men. It's not a made-up thing. That's a known thing for men. Okay. They have an ego. Whether you like it or not, they do. Okay. Now, she said, I'm gonna be your wife, but even if you're my husband, I'm not gonna obey you. And when asked to recite the vow, she said, no. You don't think that's madly disrespectful?
I think it's disrespectful if he really was that embarrassed. But if they just have a banter like that, then a lot of women play around about, oh, I'm not gonna obey my
Flora been
man.
doing
But
this all day, bro.
they play the role. So for
Flora.
me, it's about context. Does he really feel upset by it? Like, really?
Flora, if I call you a name and you don't feel some type of way, that doesn't take the fact that I actually disrespect you, right? It's an action. We kind of agree. If I say Flora is a bitch and you laugh about it, but everybody that is around us actually sees I'm disrespecting you, even though you might not feel some type of way. So on this situation, she knows the vows. They like literally how does she not know that she has to say that? And she's actually knows she wanted to make a scene. Because she can lie.
Don't you think it's fair if you don't want to recite the vows or follow them to say, you know what, I'm not going to even do it?
Exactly.
Isn't that fair to say?
She wanted the wedding. You saw the beautiful dress, the venue. She wanted everything about the wedding, but the vows, nope. We have to change one thing here. So let's not do it. I guarantee you, if the guy said no.
Go ahead. I'm gonna play the video again. They asked me to play it again. I'm gonna play it one more.
Aaron, you're muted.
In sickness. And in health. To love. Cherish. And to obey.
We didn't talk about that one in council.
We did talk about that in council. Yes, we did. So you want me to repeat that again? You want to just keep going?
I think we can keep going.
All right. In sickness. And in health. To love. Cherish. And to obey.
We didn't talk.
Terrible.
Doesn't sound
absolutely
like
terrible.
There was a beautiful dress, a beautiful venue. There was actually a beautiful wedding. She wanted everything that had the part we do that, but saying the vows, that was too much. No, actually,
Quentin, you're a liar. You can't disrespect someone that doesn't let you. What does that? What?
The United States are a piece of shit country. Nobody's going to do nothing about it. I will face no consequences, and that doesn't change the fact that I literally disrespected the country of the United States of America. What are you talking about?
Bro, I don't, Quentin, maybe you got some.
What the hell are you talking about?
You got some like what is it? Fong Swans, some super aroma stuff like energy thing that you can't disrespect me because in my mind you ain't important enough to disrespect me. He was about to get married. In fantasy, of course, because she gonna get married. I don't know if she's gonna say the vows. She agreed to everything else, so
she ain't gonna.
And he did ask, "Do you want to keep going?" He said yes.
The most important
hold on,
fantasy.
Fatty. When it comes to disrespecting men, I swear the lengths that these people will go. Like this is why it's frustrating, right? If it's a man being wrong, eradicate him. destruction is necessary. A woman being wrong, well, let's find a way to just
justify.
No, T-Dub, I didn't have a blooper. I don't know if it's called Francois. I don't know what the energy is called. And part of it's theatrics. But no, I'm sorry. She is wrong. Why can't a woman just go all the way off on a woman and let it end there? Do you know how much more respect a woman can get when she solely focuses on the wrong action and don't talk about the man? I just don't understand why they must do it no matter what the conversation is.
It's conditioning.
Loose hair is disrespectful. No, he's like mini Wolverine.
It's conditioning. It's like, for example,
just because my hair can grow, it doesn't mean you can disrespect.
I mean, it's like we're talking about stuff in counseling.
It's like, for example, if Lou cheats, Lou is a cheater. If a woman cheats, NL and Ligan's Drugger yell.
Hold on one sec. Fantasy. They discussed it with the pastor. Pastor said we discussed it.
He said we discussed this before.
Stop making excuses. She is wrong.
This is actually the point that I was making before.
Hey, Fatty and Aaron, it's actually more to that. When they said rich for richer and poor, she said for richer, and then she didn't say poor. She clearly said it out loud. I can't be with a broke man.
Did she say that?
She said that.
Can we run it back if he's going to make the claim?
No, he said there's an extended version.
There's more to it.
We don't have that, so I don't
want to hear
that.
Poor. She said for richer, and then she said for poor, and she sat there and was like, everybody laughed. She's like, I can't be with a broke man. We had a discussion about this. Yes, we had a discussion about this also. So,
I keep saying that money thing matters, but apparently no one agrees.
But I got to get up out of here.
I agree.
I just had to put that out there.
Do you not understand?
Now you see what I was talking about, Aaron?
I wish I could review what he was saying because I didn't see any of that. So you're bringing up context that we don't know.
Yeah, but I'm not responding to the context that we don't know. So you don't have to try to do the little manipulation thing that you do. Don't do that. Okay. You just say you don't like Trucker Yell. Just say that. Yeah, that's a good floor. That's a very good floor. It never fails to amaze me. I sat there and watched that whole stream. Oh, she's wrong, Fatty. We agree she's wrong. She's wrong. But
it's always
a but.
No, it's worse. It's worse. I agree with you, but there's no but to be have you agree with me. Stop. Go ahead. I apologize.
I don't know why.
I know why. It's conditioning, right? For example, when a man commits a crime, go to jail, do your time. You know what you will. A woman cheats. What made you cheat? Like, there's literally talk shows about it. They sit the woman down. What makes you cheat on him? What makes you beat your kids? What? Even this woman that actually was abducted, or maybe, right? People like the first thing they are asking, what made you do this? What did we do with Justin Smollett? Oh, you fucking piece of shit, you fucking liar. Come on, get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. We clowned him. No, we still are trying to understand what made this woman do it. And Cynthia G did the show yesterday saying, literally putting the onus on the man and saying, Carly did what she did because she was trying to get attention from her cheating boyfriend. It's always, every time a woman does something, it's the man's fault. Always.
Just keep watching her. You'll start to understand the more you watch her.
No, absolutely. That's his fault that this woman said she was a white baby on the road.
Blame the man. She said the woman worships him. So I don't understand where she's blaming the man.
How is that his fault?
It's not. Where did she say it was his fault? She just said the girl worshipped him.
She was wrong.
She was wrong.
So okay, that's fair. Let's stay
Where
there.
Nobody said she was wrong.
No, I'm talking about Cynthia G saying that the blame is from the man because she wants his attention and she wanted, like, he was a cheating boyfriend and she was trying to impress him. Is this a fair assessment?
To say that Cynthia is saying that
oh my God. I'm going to read it word for word, bar for bar. Okay? So you actually can address these. Cynthia
don't
G,
like your edges.
one second. Cynthia G today did a show saying,
Did
this appear?
Trish man change the name to Trish Johnson?
Okay. What'd you say, Aaron?
I don't know. Did Trish change his name to Trish Johnson? Or is that somebody new?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Be careful because he usually
make a naker wanna act up. I don't even know what a naker.
Yeah, that's Trish. Absolutely, that's his style of
nobody even know what that means.
So Flora, Cynthia G at this video today, Carly Russell exposed for faking her own abduction to get attention from her cheating boyfriend.
How is
Do you saw how she went from like she faked her own abduction to get attention from her cheating boyfriend?
Keyword cheating.
You like that's the theory that was going around TikTok, right? That she was doing it for attention.
But that's her fault, right? It's not the boyfriend's fault.
Yeah, she's a loser for worshiping this dude. Yes, that's what people are saying.
You literally transfer the blame to the guy and call him a loser. She's a loser.
She's a loser for worshiping the dude. For worshiping him enough to want to do something for his attention. That's what Cynthia is saying. I don't get how you're conflating that as her blaming the dude.
Is there
the woman is taking all the bad actions?
Is there a universe?
She has been questioned. It was just short, and her.
Is there a parallel universe where the woman is at fault and the man has nothing to do with that shit?
Parallel universe?
Yeah, if there's a parallel universe when a woman does something, and it's not the man's fault that is with her.
I don't know how you expected me to answer that. Aaron, do I have to answer that?
Do I have to imagine this, Flora? Like, Flora, this is the problem that we're having on this place, right? Imagine Aladdin K, right? He has a girlfriend, he's happy, the girlfriend cheats on him. And instead of us, we're doing shows about she's a piece of shit because she cheated on Aladdin. We come across, we sit Aladdin on the table, and we gaslight him saying, what were you doing wrong for her to cheat on you, brother? What was the things that you were not providing on that relationship, brother? Are you working too much, brother? She needs attention, brother. Are you don't working enough, brother? She needs protection and provision, brother.
You know that the TikTok theory is literally that the dude broke up with her and she wanted to do it so he could pay attention to her. This is not something Cynthia is fabricating. You know, you realize that's the theory, is that she's literally was trying, the guy broke up with her, whatever, and she started doing this weird stuff because she wanted him to pay attention. That's what TikTok created. That's the theory that they have out there. That's not one woman putting that on her.
On TikTok, right?
Yes, TikTok.
Sounds like woman making excuses for other women, just like they do all the time.
You're unreasonable.
No, actually, like Flora. I live in Portugal on the other side of the ocean. There's no way I should know about Carly something. No way. She literally made an international case to get attention from the boyfriend because he broke up with him. It's a responsibility.
Do men do stuff because people break up with them?
Absolutely, and that's their responsibility. I'm not trying to justify.
But do people bring that up when that's the reason why?
Absolutely not. If you say my husband beat her,
it's called a motive. That's literally what the whole thing is. They're saying her motive was to get her man's attention. This is not. This is why y'all gotta step outside of that.
Flora.
She pulled the story from TikTok.
No, that's fine. But Flora, remember that rich kid that raped the woman behind the dumpster? And when the parents got him, she says, "Oh, he suffered from influenza."
Stanford guy, right?
He suffers from influenza. He was such cuddled, and he was so spoiled that he doesn't know right or wrong.
You do realize his dad said to the court that he feels like jail would be too mentally draining for him. Sorry, his dad said to the judge.
No, but that's the point. There's a difference between explaining what is happening. There's a difference between explaining what's happening and actually whitewashing the situation so the woman doesn't have the burden of the blame. That's what they are doing. That boyfriend doesn't have to be inserted on something that she did it by herself.
But if that's why she did it, meaning that's her motive, right? When people study crime, when they look at crimes, they want to know why. They need a motive.
Laura, I have a question. Does it get better if you, the moment, like, listen, let me give you this example. You have a guy in your neighborhood, a man that gets drunk every day, and every day at 9 p.m., he comes drunk screaming, "Oh, Flora, Flora," and he comes drunk every single day. He annoys the neighbors. He annoys you. He's an embarrassment to that family. Would be better if I said he gets drunk because his wife is a bitch. She doesn't cook well. She's always on his nerves. She doesn't treat him well. Would that be better, Flora? Or he's still a fucking loser for drinking himself every day until, like, go ahead.
One, he's still a loser. Two, he did not commit a crime technically, right? Because providing a false report to police, telling the police that you got abducted when you ran away, that's a crime. So people want to know why. It's a motive.
Flora, Flora, you missed the point. Flora, Flora, listen. You missed the point.
They want to know her motive.
Laura,
that's why they're talking about the man.
Laura, you missed the point. None of your TikTok.
Let me get my medication.
Listen, none of your TikTok detectives is going to say, what are the reasons for this man to be drunk every day? What happens on his life?
Women are not saying that.
Listen. That drunk man will not have understanding for nobody. Nobody gives a shit. Stop getting drunk and screaming at 9 p.m. in front of my fucking house. That's what I'm telling you. Man will not make excuses when a man is messing up, but woman will actually make every single effort to actually make sure that that woman doesn't look as bad.
There are popular crime, TikTokers and stuff that also covered it that are men. It's not, they're talking about it because it's a motive. It has nothing to do. It has nothing to do with anything that you're ascribing it to. It has to do with the fact that she committed a quote unquote crime, which is reporting false.
Flora, do you understand that this is the life of every fucking black young man on the United States? I was selling dope, but I have a reason because I come from a broke family. You guys don't look. Listen, you guys don't look. No, listen. You and Cynthia G and all these women don't say, "Oh my God, what was the motives for this black man to ruin his community by selling drugs and killing each other?" No, he's a murderer. He's a drug dealer. Go to jail. Be punished for your crimes. But when he's a woman, it's always a fucking excuse.
You do realize men and women advocated for stronger laws in the black community when the 1990 whatever. Men and women advocated for stronger punishment of drug crimes. That wasn't just women who wanted that. But when you speak out of a gender lens, you're gonna miss a lot of the important context. That's all I'm saying. And yes, she is crazy, Robbie. She's insane.
I don't know anything about that. Shout out to the same old original troll Aaron over there. Shout out to you. Is the dude why she was stealing from her job? No, she was probably stealing for different reasons. Shadow Dragon. We know why she was stealing. She a thief.
She had it. Yes.
You don't even give no thief an excuse to why they doing what they doing. But listen. While I was watching that stream, and I know Lou was getting upset, I was getting a little upset. I know she asked him to pay back money, right? I'm going to tell you just how crazy dealing with women is, right? Listen, love her. If it's love this and the love conversation come up, yo, I seen this video, Fatty. And listen, I'm going to brace you. Just brace yourself now. I seen this video. And I just want you to watch this video and tell me, really, knowing what the lady did, knowing that he was going to become a doctor, knowing that she want back pay from him, claiming that she loved him.
I wasn't upset. I lost my fucking mind.
No, I don't. It's good. It's good because what you about to see now is you going this might even make you more upset. I'm just gonna tell you that now.
Oh God.
I'm just gonna tell you that.
All right.
So I'm gonna ask you guys just to mute so you don't talk through this particular video, because I know it irritated my soul. So I'm just acknowledge that. My soul was irritated.
So I can't love you because I'm attracted to Josh. I just saw Josh, and there is some chemistry.
So what was the talk about?
It was him basically confessing his feelings.
What are you saying to me right now?
I don't want to be with you anymore. And
You want to be with Josh?
I will find that out.
Okay, Jackie. That is very hurtful.
I'm just telling you, Marshall, that I just can't be with you. I can't.
I would like the ring back because I don't think that you deserve it. Because you should never have accepted my proposal.
Well, I'm going to keep the ring because I accepted it because I wanted to marry you. Everything I told you in that pod was real.
You know what? I don't even care. You can keep the ring. Every time you look at that thing, whatever you do with it, I want you to be reminded that you passed up on something great.
Okay. Marshall.
Now, me personally, I would never advocate for getting rid of anybody.
She's from the streets.
But she said,
that's a one-off.
Listen. I'm not giving your ring back because what I told you was real. At that time, what I felt was really, really real. So I'm keeping the ring. But the other guy I just told you about, we got chemistry. I actually might get upset. You might have never seen me upset before. They would have to turn that camera off. She told that man, I don't want to be with you. I'm feeling somebody else. He got the vibes. The man said, let me get my ring back. No, because what I said was real. They really believe in this stuff. And she scammed him out of a ring. And because he's a man, he said, I'm not even about to fight you about this because I just want to be done with you. And she's so evil that she would take something from somebody that knowing that it meant something to him because she's so selfish. And these are the type of losses good men have to take so that they don't become bad men. Because what a man would have done right there would have made him go from a good man to a bad man. So he stayed classy. He stayed with character and respect. But that is one of the most trash women I've ever seen one in my life. She at the tippity top. That is insane to me for her to say, I'm going to keep the ring after you just told this man, I don't want to be with you no more because I'm feeling the vibes with another man. Man.
Fatty, it's not Fatty. Aaron, what's the context of the show again?
Yo, bro, I can't do this with Flora, bro.
You take
sorry, but you should have told people the relevance of her saying
Flora, we edge you.
I would never suggest anybody take Ritalin.
We edge you on the panels more than 50 times. Every time we show a video where the man is guilty, you never ask for contest. You never ask, where did this come from? Can we try to understand? But as soon as it's the other way around, oh, where does this come from? What is the contest? Why you do that shit? You are proving actually the point. Every time a woman is on the bad light, you are going to try to find a way of taking the blame out of her. That's
I always ask for context, no matter what the situation is. But in this particular, they don't even know each other. Y'all act like this is a woman who engaged with this man.
You missed the point. Like you missed the point.
I would throw him away for the vibe with another guy on the show too.
Do you wait? Do you understand anything about character? Do you understand anything about character at all?
Okay, I do.
Flora is the one that gets like a wire transfer for like $5,000 and she keeps it. It is what it is. Not going to like. Oh,
what does that even mean?
It seems again. It's about words. It's about you doing what's right. If you want to pursue the other man, fine. Take the ring, take your fucking finger, and give it that shit to him, and go about your life.
Well, let's just say
he's literally scamming people.
This is the thing, right? If I propose to you and you accept my proposal, you don't think that I see other girls that look better than you out there in the street? So the reason why I'm staying within this proposal is because I proposed to you. So as a man, I'm taking that very seriously. But these women are so fickle that when they walk past someone like in Death Note, like it's a fucking anime, and they feel the spirits, they just eject. And then they want to keep the ring that he gave you. If that was me, I would have taken that ring by force. Right there in front of everybody. I don't give a fuck.
Man,
Absolutely.
oh man.
That ring could have been $1,000, $500, or $10,000.
Let's call it what it is. It's theft. She stole. She's like, if you're actually, I gave you a ring for your purposes. If you're not going to actually, like, imagine like this, right? You give $400 to your gardener for him to actually fix your shit. He says, sir, I'm going to keep it, but it's not theft because I was really feeling that I was going to clean your garden when I said it and I took it, but now it's mine, so I'm not going to give it back. That's dishonorable.
It's wrong. If you gonna break something off of somebody, right? If you gonna mess with somebody's feelings and emotions, because men have them, right? I know we're not allowed to have them, but men have them. If you know you about to say this on camera, look, I'm feeling somebody else. You not him to me. And so it's over with. The least you could do is say, I'm sorry, I cannot accept the ring. I met somebody else. It's unfortunate, but I want to be honest with you. That's respectable to the highest level. It ain't the perfect situation, but it's more respectable. But to sit there and tell you, I really felt what I felt in that moment, so I'm gonna keep the ring.
Yeah, she's trash for that. She is trash for that.
I don't know with the level of patience I have.
It's giving broke bitch, honestly. But
the amount of anger I would have felt in that moment, no one would have been able to hold me, bro. Nobody. Only God. God is the only one. I'm going ballistic. I'm taking that ring. I don't care.
Tresh said he's Nigerian, but his mic is from China. I don't know what that means, Trash. I don't know if you talk about the guy that's actually in the show. But honestly, I swear this is my biggest argument about women. This is my biggest complaint in general with women is honor. Everything is because you love it. It's never something. All require a man. I need a man that's gonna stand on something that I can't walk all over because their lack of honor is so high.
Their lack of empathy is insane to me. Like the empathy, women have they are demons. They have no empathy, bro, at all.
That's not
for
true.
Anybody. Jesus they have zero empathy. Like we have watched 2 videos today where women have shown zero empathy towards anybody. They are selfish as fuck, bro.
But you know why? Woo. You know why, Lou? Because look, let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. This is the reason why, Lou. And this is why I was talking the other night on my show about the difference of relationships and why you must make women invest, right? And that's for however you view that. At that wedding, in her eyes, it's all about her. This is my day, right? It's not about our day. It's about her day. So if your feelings is hurt, whatever, it's all about how I feel. Right? It's rare to get a woman to go out of her way, right? Let's just say it is her day to want to incorporate you in a day you participate in to make you feel special too. Because marriage only means something to her on the wedding day, but it don't mean nothing to the man that has to take certain duties and things like that. It's mind blowing. And what makes it worse is because women don't have to give us a ring. Remember, I've covered this on the show before. A ring that costs $10,000, like the ring they might get. This is why they feel so comfortable saying, I'm going to keep the ring. Imagine if they had to buy us a $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 ring. Matching rings. I buy one, you buy one. Just imagine they had to. Do you think if we called it off, they'd be like, you know what? Keep the ring? This is why This is why we're in lose-lose situations. Because we invest the most up front. And then we can't actually claw anything back because as a man, you just got to move on.
Yeah.
That's why I said one day that women should be the ones that should be proposing, and I got killed on the panel. I don't know if you remember that day, right? But hey, if we start making, the point was, if we start making these women invest, then they will be more fearful of doing dumb shit. But as of right now, they don't have to invest anything. It's all about how much you can invest in her. So of course she's not feeling the brunt of the relationship at all.
I'm gonna say this right. I'm gonna say this right.
Hey,
Hi,
Kenny.
hi
Oh
guys.
my God,
How you
bro.
guys doing? How you
Yo, I
guys
don't
doing?
know if
How's
I have
that?
patience for you today, Kenny.
Make
it quick. Make your point
how you
quick
guys?
today.
Man, stop. You spoke all this. Chill in the background.
What
So
type
this is
of
what I gotta say.
broken
Right?
microphone is this?
This is what I'm gonna say. Okay. If you don't need to propose to a woman with range, you don't have to do that. You don't have to buy a ring. So if she's waiting for you to buy a ring,
Bro, this is literally what we do, bro. This is the culture. What are you
you don't
talking
have to
about?
do. You don't have to do it. That ring that you're looking at is actually promoted by jewelry industries. Jewelry industry started this shit in 1956. You don't have to do that. Don't buy
I don't
her
care
ring.
if you don't have to do that. What he
Don't
did
do
That's
it.
the
do
situation
is
we
the
talking about,
situation
though.
we breaking
No,
down. I know we can do
I
many other
understand.
things.
I understand. That is why I said guys should stop buying ring for women. Stop buying ring. You don't need a ring to marry her. Tell her, just go to her and tell her, are you going to be my wife? Don't give her no ring. Because you know why? The why I'm saying this is this. Do you know that some women will pay thousands of dollars to fly to a place to go see Beyonce, right? To another city to go see Beyonce, pay for hotel room, pay for tickets, pay for flights, pay everything. But she will not pay $300 to book a flight to go see a man. Because you know why? Most women don't value us. They see us as used metals. They see us something they can use and dump because they don't put financial investment in men. I'm just agreeing with you guys. I'm just coming from another point. So
That's not true.
until we show women that they got to start investing time, money, and energy, right? They will value men, and you have to make them do that because people don't value where their money is not. If they put money, if they put financial investment into you as a man, they will value you. But if she doesn't put any financial investment in you as a man, she will see you as a disposable object.
So this is the thing, like it speaks to how you choose your mate. Like, why would you even choose someone that is not invested in you in the onset? Like it starts to get a little bit confusing to me. What do y'all guys do? Like, do y'all just go out and pick the most horrible person? Like, is there any vetting ever done? Are you really
Here we
looking
go
at
with
what
the vetting
people
again.
vetting is important? I mean, if you're just looking at women with your penis and you're just picking the most attractive person to you
That's a
instead of
fact.
looking
That's a
at,
fact.
Let's
oh
say he
my
made a
God,
mistake
I
with his
can't even
vetting.
get a thought
That's
Let's
a
out.
say
fact.
he made a
I
mistake.
agree with you. I agree with you. That's a fact.
Like, this is the thing. People always think it with their penis. They're thinking with their sexual appendages and then wondering why the relationships don't work out. Well, that's why, because it's just a sex-based thing. So it's based off of instant gratification. If you continue to pick relationships based off of instant gratification, don't be surprised when all you get is a relationship based off of instant gratification.
What are you referencing that to? I'm confused.
What? Because I've been listening for like a little while, and it's all, oh my God, and women are so horrible and they're so selfish and woo, woo, woo." And the reality is most people don't take time to actually look at the person's character that they decide to build a relationship with. All they look at is the fact
Well,
that, oh, she
no,
has a fat ass.
that's true, but it takes a situation to reveal character. That's the like you can't identify something unless a situation comes to reveal it. So there has
So
to be moments for character to be revealed. This is why you don't really know who got your back until times get a certain way because the environment never produced that situation to occur so that you can identify things. I understand there's little subtle things you could do, fair enough, but that environment showed you a situation. Now, what you do after that, fair to say. Fair to
So
say
this is
that.
the thing. This is the thing, right? Really think about it. How long do people wait before they commit to relationships?
I don't know. I was told that if a man is serious and if it's a real man, he knows if he want to marry you in 3 months, y'all should be married in 6 months. That's what I've heard.
And that's the thing, Aaron.
So
Thank you for saying that. How long,
was
Robbie? How long do I have to vet you before you say put a finger on it, or I'm not talking to you? No mo. Like Aaron no likes to say, no mo.
so like how I was saying, before you even get in a relationship with someone, you should at least pass through 4 seasons, like 4 literal seasons.
So
Summer,
1 year?
spring,
What is
winter,
that? 1 year?
fall, before you
Okay.
even commit to a relationship.
Of talking?
Then
Wait.
what?
Of talking? What do you do on those 4 months? Are you fucking right?
No.
1 year?
1 year, yes. You should be building up a friendship.
Robbie.
Oh my
Stop,
God.
please. You can only do
Most
that if you're a
women use
virgin,
that as an
okay?
excuse not to.
No,
If
you
you
can do
already
that
had
if you're
sex, no, man is gonna buy that
Did
bullshit.
I say finger?
If you
I'm
already had
agreed. Sorry,
sex,
Chet.
if you
Ring.
already had sex with a man in your life, right? And you want another man to wait for a year under your condition, if both of you decide that's what is going to happen, how about it? That's the best thing, right? But you're not going to
Exactly.
make that yourself, that decision.
Robbie, it hasn't been too many times I agree with you, but I gotta admit, I agree with you on this one.
Thank you. Because the reality is everybody's so worried about having sex. Everybody's so worried, oh my God, we have to wait. Oh my God, we have to wait. Oh my God, the woman is gonna make me wait. Oh my God. No, it shouldn't even be a woman making you wait. It should be you.
John the Baptist, this is
Wait.
why you got robbed. Who's telling
It
me?
Say
should be
what?
you. It should be you as a man
John,
making a
John,
woman wait. Like, what are we
John,
talking
John the
about? Do
Baptist,
y'all not
that's
have
why you got
discipline?
robbed in the Bible.
Go ahead,
No,
Kanae.
That's why
I
you
didn't
got
hear you, Kanae.
Man.
I didn't hear you,
it's
Kanae. I didn't.
John the Baptist, that's why you got robbed in the Bible. You're gonna
Oh,
make a woman that is not a virgin to make you wait without you agreeing to that? Is that what you're telling me, John the Baptist? A woman is gonna tell you that I'm gonna wait for a year, and she's not a virgin, and you're gonna wait for a year? Come on, bro.
my point. The point I'm making is, I think we put too much value on sex.
No,
Yes.
we're not putting
When you
value in
looking for
sex.
no. What I'm saying is we put too much into sex when you're trying to find a long-term relationship. I don't think men and women should have sex before marriage. That's never going to happen, right?
Did you have sex
Bro,
before marriage?
we don't live in the 1800s anymore, man.
woman
Yo,
shouldn't lose
bro,
her virgin.
listen.
A woman should not lose her virginity before marriage. Let's be honest.
No,
Yo,
no,
She's,
no
Oh
one,
my
no one,
God. Let's
no
stop
one
lying
should,
about things.
no
Like
one
y'all.
should have,
Mm.
no one should have sex before marriage.
John, no
This is
one
what
can actually
Sway's
talk
this.
right.
for a
no,
year and
you
not have
talk.
sex, John. It doesn't
Sway's
make
right.
sense.
Your
No,
whole
we
heads
should.
need to, all of you
None of
need
us
to
should even
fucking get
have
the
sex
fuck up,
before
man.
marriage. Let's be honest. None of us should have sex before marriage. To say that, but
No.
once you have sex in your life, and you want to come and tell me I got to wait for a whole year, you must be out of your goddamn mind.
I
That
don't
don't
want to
make no
hear
sense.
nobody talking about what you shouldn't do unless you did it. I'm so sick of this. Don't have sex
That's what I'm
before marriage,
talking about.
and ain't none of y'all
No,
pulled it off. Sorry,
nobody
I'm
put it
not
up. I
having
couldn't
this.
even
I
put that
am.
bullshit up.
I'm not having this
I am.
conversation with y'all again. No, we're not about to go back and
Or
forth about
Aaron,
something. No,
Aaron,
this is
hold
ridiculous.
on, Aaron. Aaron, stop, everybody, stop. Aaron, I'll see your request. I will raise you. If you don't know a damn thing about marriage, stay out of this conversation. How about that?
Absolutely not.
Wait, what?
Exactly.
Yo, here we go, bro.
It's not the it's not the same principle.
Oh, it's
Robbie,
not the
no,
same
no,
principle.
actually, it's not the same. It's not. Everybody, somebody has a mic on. It's not the same principle because if that was the case, Jesus Christ, guys, come on. If that was the case, you married people shouldn't be talking about Kiki fucking Palmer because she's not married. She's a boyfriend and girlfriend relationship. You should stay out of it. Like there's not.
That is why I don't talk about it. I don't talk about it.
That's not how it goes. And Robbie knows for a fact. Robbie, are you telling me that I have to court this woman for a year, not kissing her, not touching her, not sucking on her titty? Is that what you're saying?
Paying for all the
Listen,
dates
every
and
time I
shit.
start talking, everybody talks over me. So at the end of the day, if you want to be quite frank, I don't care what none of y'all do. If you want to keep
Oh
having
no,
bad
because you got caught and now you.
no, because
Robbie
there's
is
a
such a
way.
feminine.
Because damn,
I like the
God
way she is.
dang, y'all can't shut up for like 2 seconds. There's
Bobby,
a
you
way to
always
have
do this shit.
relationships that
Hey,
are
can somebody kick
successful.
Kenny out of the screen, please? I don't have
Oh my
money.
God. There is a way to have relationships that are successful. In order to have relationships that are successful, where you can really see the true nature of somebody's personality and their
Yes.
character, you have to remove sex from the equation, period. Now, that
For 1
requires
year.
discipline, at least 1 year.
So you did it.
I have.
What about kissing?
Guys, man.
Yo,
You
I
can
can't
kiss
do
if
it.
you can
I
control
Oh,
can't.
you
She
can.
met your
Oh,
request. She met
you
your
can
request,
kiss.
Aaron.
Oh, you can kiss.
So
Very
wait.
well.
Wait.
The hell?
So I hear that point, and that's fine to a certain degree.
Look,
But
what are you doing?
the problem is, right? All relationships are situational in leverage, right? That's it. So in the beginning, right? If everything is we need to vet each other out, it should be on an equal playing field. But we're not playing from an equal playing field. We're playing from an unbalanced playing field, okay? Oh, if you're the man and you're interested in me, you need to pay to be interested in me. If you want me to go on a date, you need to pay for it, right? So if you're interested in somebody,
No,
it
that's
should
not
cost.
right. That's not right.
But
That's not right.
that's why I'm trying to show you.
I get what you're
That's
saying.
not
I get what you're
true.
saying. Yeah.
And again, once you change your standards, once you change your level of interacting, it does not have to be that way. The only
it is.
reason it winds up being that way is because people are trying to get to the box. If you're not trying to get to the box and you tell somebody, we can go Dutch on this. Maybe I'll treat you this time. Did you treat me? Are you going to treat me this time? It changes the dynamic of how the relationship is built and the conversations that are had. Like, that's the
Robbie.
point I be trying to express to y'all. Y'all talking about the failed archetype of relationships that are working. What are you gonna do? Keep failing?
No,
Keep
Robbie
failing then.
is worse because Rob. What? Sorry, Aaron.
One sec. I have to get to these super chats before we get too back. So let me just run through them real quick. Tresh Johnson says, "I would have sliced Shorty face up, keeping my ring." Yeah, you a nicer man than I am.
Jesus Christ.
It's the violence for me.
Hey, listen. Hey, JJ says, watch the guy's response in the reunion. It gets worse. I don't have it. You can email it to me or inbox it to me, JJ. I will definitely pull it up. Chris J said, how these men fall for these dusty chicks? Because sometimes you got to let this dust reveal. The dust don't necessarily identify itself.
You could spot these hoes from a mile away. Knock it off.
No, you cannot. No, you cannot. Dark Relief says, and they wonder why men go red pill. Oh, no. It's extremely understandable to a certain degree. Ikane lived from his dark basement. No, Ikane is in a car, I think. Shout out to Marriage, Politics, and Sports says the sister is correct. The cat dude whose fiance shafted him missed a million red flags. Regardless, wrong is wrong. It doesn't matter. Look, if somebody doesn't know how to identify flags, that just means that they're ignorant, right? Does that mean you should be able to do wrong to them? This is why we make excuses for the wrong action.
Nope.
I don't understand why we always do that. Raw is capping on the sex part.
It's not excuses. It's how you avoid behavior. Like, you can know what's going to happen if you keep doing the same thing. That means you're insane.
So
great point. We unlock.
This is the thing that's not directly applicable to most situations because when we're breaking down a situation, we don't know how many times it happened. We're identifying wrong is wrong and right is right. And what we try to do is assign blame to somebody instead of people wanting to take full blame on things, which I find that to be the best for my life. I'm not in the business of blaming somebody else when I can blame myself. Now, if somebody else is wrong, that's fine, but I don't need to say we both to blame. Somebody can be fully at fault. And just because I can be taken advantage of doesn't mean I'm wrong. That person is wrong. So you should learn how not to be taken advantage of is a different conversation than from identifying wrong as wrong.
Hold on, Rob. Aaron, if you see a rattlesnake, a poisonous rattlesnake, are you gonna go anywhere near it? Yes or no?
Some of these women are dolphins. You don't see it.
Read the super chat.
How old am I? And have I encountered this before?
That's a bad comparison because usually
no, it is not.
Someone if they run into a burning building.
No, it is not because if you see the signs ahead of time and you see danger, you don't go nowhere near it.
So
this guy who is wet.
The point of the snake is you don't see the snake coming, G. That's what
You guys
you
are
don't see the stakes coming.
Oh, wait,
you
hold
guys
on.
are lying, man. You guys are
Hold on one
lying.
sec.
You got it. You got it. You got it.
I don't know who that is. One sec. Will Unlock says this is the reason young men who complain a lot should be alone or be with the same sex. That's quite
Ouch.
some that's wild type crazy to offer that option, but fair enough.
Right.
I just don't understand. Why can't somebody just be wrong? Because we accept that people are going to do bad things in life, so we should prepare for the bad people. So therefore, we should go in situations with dealing with people with a negative thought of them that they could do us wrong, instead of just allowing them to be who they are and show us that they're wrong. This is what people are saying.
No, that's not what people are saying.
I handle what I can
That's
control.
not what they're saying.
I handle what I can
Christopher,
control.
your mic is wilding.
What I am saying,
Mike is structured on your phone, Chris. You might have to adjust it.
What I am saying is this: people are, of course, going to be bad. People are, of course, going to have bad behaviors. It is up to you to avoid it. It's kind of like with car insurance, right? You buy insurance on your car because you know there's a potential for an accident to happen. And in fact, as a good driver, you can put a little contraption underneath your steering wheel. And when you're driving and the insurance company sees you stay within the speed limit and you're a safe driver, they give you credits and discounts. Now, you're not putting that in your car because you think that, oh my God, somebody's going to hit me and they're going to do something wrong. You're doing that as a cautionary aspect to save you money on your car insurance. The same thing goes with relationships. You must proceed with caution because people are unpredictable. People are not proceeding with caution is the point. Everybody is just rushing in to get their penis wet, to get their vagina wet. They ain't doing no research.
The unpredictability for a car crash, which is the reason why we have insurance. But there is no insurance for relationships. What is the insurance you can purchase for a relationship? What is it? Please tell me.
The insurance is not jumping into bed with them. The insurance is sitting there and watching them. The insurance is sitting there being their friend, seeing how they treat and interact with other people. How is that such a hard concept for people to wrap their mind around?
Because I can do all of that while I'm fucking you. Jesus Christ.
You
can do that while I literally can do everything I'm doing and still fucking you. That's what I want from you.
I'm gonna just say this. I'm gonna say this.
But Fatty, you probably can do that. But how many people on these platforms and in society can do exactly what you're doing?
Right.
How many people can handle that?
No, everybody can do it. You know what's the fucked up part, John? Do you understand how many women I thought I was saying you are the woman? Oh, I would put kids on you when I was deeply in love with them and then fuck them and I was like, damn, this shit was all on my head. Like, we make mistakes as human beings.
Have a sex with somebody that you don't know and then let them put a kid on you and then you'll still be crying.
Imagine me actually gaslighting myself and actually wasting 1 year of your life just to have sex with you and all of a sudden wake up and say, Jesus Christ, it was all lust. You guys are amazing. You guys don't. Your brain tricks you multiple times in your lifetime. You think sometimes you want something, you get that fucking bag, and you know what your brain says? Wrong. You want another bag and another shoes and another one. You trick yourself all the time. So why don't you think that we actually vetting a person for 1 year, not sleeping with them, not kissing them, not actually see if we are sexually compatible? What do you think? Like, what if they are not sexually compatible? Now what, Robbie?
So this is the thing, right? During the time that you're vetting someone, you're not supposed to be there like, oh my God, it's the countdown till I get the draws. It's the final countdown, y'all. That's not what that's supposed to be. What it is supposed to be is you building intimacy and building bonds with someone. And again, if you want to have all the sex, have all the sex. I don't care. But if you want to avoid falling into traps, I'm good on that.
No, you care. You said that you care. You said, no, I'm not giving you. If you actually not giving something to somebody, means that you care about said something.
No. Let me be clear. If you're dealing with someone, you're getting to know them, and you're not having sex,
yes,
there is no additional attachment. So if that dude decides, hey, I don't want to wait, and he goes somewhere else, no harm, no foul. Deuces, my guy. See you when I see you.
It's 1
Live
year
your best
of your
life.
life. Robbie, is 1 year of your life. You invested to that person. You will actually grow fond of that person.
But when body counts matter, that's one body that I'm not picking up. Y'all wilding.
One sec, Fatty. Here's the thing, right? I know we like to talk about sex being the problem, right? But the thing is, women know that men covet sex more than women, right? Because women tend to turn it down more than men, right? In general, right? But when it comes to attention, fine. Let's lower the threshold of attention that we have to give to women. That's not something that you look forward to, because if you take sex off the table, then you get a full-fledged level of male attention. And male attention to women is like a drug. So, yes, it sounds very beneficial for a woman to be like, let's have no sex, because that's what drives the man. That's what makes the man get closer to a woman, because men express themselves through that way more often than not, because most men do not talk as often as women tend to in general, right? They express themselves that way. And I don't know.
All y'all are worth is your penis and your wallet. Is that correct? I just want to make sure I have that.
I made no indication of that. I said expressing. See, I know that because y'all want to craft this argument about sex being the problem, is actually argumentatively not the problem, because we can actually point to most people that we know got in relationships, been in long-term relationships, marriage, and they ain't wait no year, they didn't wait no 6 months, they didn't wait no 3 months, That's not the reason. The reason is not the sex. The reason is that people are not interested in doing the work in relationships. It's not the sex. Sex is not actually the problem. That has not been proven to be the reason.
Now, Aaron, you
problem,
actually hold on, Christopher J, because what you just said fully proved the point. The reality is the communication becomes the issue. And if the only way you can express yourself as a male in the human species is to have sex, your relationship is going to fail because you have an inability to grasp the human language and use it effectively to communicate your thoughts and ideologies. Go ahead, Christopher J.
Not accurate though, but it sounds good.
Robbie, what about men wallets? What do we do with our money on set time? Like a year?
What you mean? What do you mean?
What do we do with our wallets?
That's when you start dating, and it should be an ebb and a flow. Like y'all are dealing with women that don't give a damn about you. You getting with women that won't buy you a gift on your birthday. You getting with women that won't take you to a game.
That was not my question.
I believe in reciprocity. I don't know. Everybody spends
Robbie,
money.
Okay, men don't get sex. It's fine. The vagina is yours. You can use it to manipulators. Fair. What about our wallets?
Not manipulation. Not
no, because you are telling don't have sex, which is actually something that man wants. So I'm going to take something that the woman wants to see if you're a good woman or not.
You should,
what about my wallet?
Fatty, you should keep your wallet to yourself.
But that's not realistic. We have to leave and go places and do things.
Oh my God! Have you never heard of?
If we go to McDonald's, oh my God! You guys are trippy.
We can't be.
How can I be on a relationship?
Yeah.
Look, give me 1 second.
I'm sorry, bro.
Me and Lou met each other 1 year ago, right? Like, actually, we have to spend. Oh, Lou, do you want to see that fight? Yeah, the pay-per-view is $70. Then we are not boyfriend and girlfriend. We don't live on the same place. Life has a cost.
We literally split it.
Yeah, life has a cost for you to actually go through shit and actually be with that person. Life has a cost, even if he's go to the movies and has a McDonald's. And you guys always tell to the woman.
I don't know.
I ain't gonna lie, you almost threw me off with that.
Wait a minute. Whenever you're doing something as a friend, you always split the cost. You mean to tell me there's 9 men up here? Y'all mean to tell me all 9 of you ain't no woman ever took you to dinner? Ain't no woman ever took you to the movie?
No.
Ain't no woman ever took you to a game?
Once.
Then you doing it wrong. Then you
once in my life.
I'm gonna go and tell you when I've always had women pay stuff for me.
Yo, bro,
It's
this
not.
is
It's
some
not.
Wait,
It's not. It's not.
wait. Stop. Were you having sex with them?
Hey, Aaron, can I? Let me.
No, 1 second,
Fatty, I'm
please. Were you having sex with them?
I'm not fatty. Fatty, I'm not finna answer your questions, Fatty. I'm not finna answer your question. So we're gonna keep it
Oh, so you were fucking them, right?
So,
hold on for a second. Let me just say this. Let me say
the one
this.
thing, but the one thing,
you were
but
fucking
the one,
them.
Come on, John, you've been talking. Let me just say something for a second.
The point is
Let's
that
go
you
back
were
to the
fucking
guy
them.
with
That's
the
the
ring.
point, John.
Let's go back to the guy with the ring. That woman gave him so many red flags before that engagement, and he ignored them. And he can't get out of that. That's his fault. Wait a minute. So that's my thing. I was listening.
Wait.
No. She did.
Why do y'all
Yes,
do
she
that,
did.
man?
How do you
Because
know
she
that?
did.
This is
Yes,
no.
she did.
This
You
is
have
not.
to assume it. You see, you guys are looking at. Well, hold on. Let me just cook for a second because I hear where you're coming from. I'm not going to say you're wrong. Well, if he was vetting her and calling her to be his wife, you can't tell me that he didn't see something from that
It's
woman
fine.
before.
It's fine. It's fine.
Well, so let me move on to the
That's
second
not the
thing.
problem.
Okay,
That's not the
what's the
problem.
problem?
Is
What's
she
the problem?
said you not getting the ring back.
No, but let me get to that. See, the fact that she said that is a personality trait. He couldn't pick that shit up with
There's
this
no
chick.
way you gonna know that.
Yes, that's not true. Let me get. Okay, I concede if you want to concede. Let me get to the John the
Sway
Baptist.
was right.
Let me get to the John the Baptist point about we
Sway
should
was
both
right.
be virgins. If your woman's a virgin, that's the only reason that's the only way that scenario is true. But if she was getting bust down and all that shit, he taking it from the bag, man, drinking out of a man's straw, and then she wants you to marry her and you can't get no pussy, that's bullshit. I would never agree to that. If she's a virgin, we can talk. But if she's not,
my point of view was
you can't ask a man. You can't ask a man to marry somebody, give her all of his goddamn provision, and she's been busting down niggas her whole life, but you. That's the stupidest shit I ever heard. So we can't have that. If she's sexually active,
What if she hasn't? What if she's sexually active, but she hasn't been busting down niggas her whole life?
I specifically said if she wasn't a virgin. That's why I said that. You can't ask a man. You can't ask a man
Can I
for
ask you
a
a
woman
question?
who's living on the street, and he shouldn't be the only nigga who can't get no pussy, and he's gonna give her a goddamn lifetime worth of benefits. That's bullshit.
Hey, can I ask you a question? Hey, I want to ask y'all this question.
Penis according to what y'all saying. Really.
Hey, can I ask you a question? These women that you guys are gonna say, nah, we gotta have sex in this relationship. Are you guys going to marry her? Is that a guarantee? Yes or no?
If we're talking about,
I rest my fucking case.
Men who want marriage from a woman, or men who all men want sex from women, whether they want to have a long-term relationship or not. Most men that I know, whether they have good intentions or bad intentions, want sex from women. That's what we do.
All right, Tank, hold on, Tank.
Okay, go ahead, bro. Hey, tell me that it's not true.
Hey, hey, Robbie, one second. Let's say this woman gave her body to these men because they promised the same thing you guys are saying. We're gonna get married. I'm gonna treat you right. I'm gonna do all this other stuff. Y'all gave them the broken promises. You leave them, and this happens over and over and over again. Then what? Because it sounds like you're adding to the problem.
That actually never happens.
You're moving the
You
goalposts.
are such.
Men don't give
Either you're. I almost went there. Aaron, you're delusional. If you think
you're moving the goalposts, though.
I'm not delusional because let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. All I've heard this stream is you gotta vet the ain't no broken promises when there's vetting stuff come in. Ain't no time for broken promises.
No. See, Aaron, you disingenuous.
Y'all want one-way structure. I'm not with that one-way structure.
No. I agree that listen. You're talking about odds and probability.
No,
like, if I'm not.
Here's the difference, right? This is the problem with people, right? Y'all go back and forth, right? Let me just tell you how women work, right? If a woman has a standard her own standard, right? She don't need a man to come through and go, let me give you standards in life. Let me determine what your values are for you before I met you, right? Let's assume she has her own, right? And she says, I won't sleep with no man that's not my husband. Stop blaming that on men. That's not a man's problem.
I didn't blame that on men.
Not what I said. That is
You're blaming that on men.
that is not what I said.
Every woman that has sex doesn't want to get married, Chris. So you don't have to have
That's
sex
right.
with her.
In the realms of this conversation, I was very precise when I said that.
But
Aaron, women with standards change standards based on the man they want to fuck.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
Yes, they do.
Stop the bullshit. If it's a guy, if it's one guy, he got to go through all of this shit. But if the guy meets her aesthetics, she's giving that guy some ass the night that she, let's just stop the bullshit.
No, y'all swear y'all know women.
No, man, come on. I do know women. I do know women.
This is the question that I'm going to say. This is the question that I'm going to say.
Can everybody be quiet so Robbie can lie to us in peace? Go ahead, Robbie.
This is the question I'm going to say. If you know women so well, why are men consistently failing at relationships?
Because we bring women. Go ahead, Mr. Payne. Tell us, Mr. Payne.
I've been married for 36 years. Guess what?
Shit.
My wife has been a woman all 36 years of the fucking time. She ain't changed.
Did she sleep with you on the first day?
So, listen, you know what? I didn't sleep with her on the first date because I didn't want to.
Exactly, because you have more value in yourself. When did you sleep with her? When did you sleep with her? Did you sleep with her?
Wait. One second.
I just didn't do it.
I got you there. You said I didn't have sex with my woman because I didn't want to. And I asked you, so she wanted to, right? And she said, no. It means that she didn't like you.
Listen, every man's ego thinks he could get laid. We've been together for 36 years.
How long did you have to wait?
I don't know if I really had to wait. We got engaged in 5 months. But yeah, if you're gonna ask me, did we have sex? If you're gonna ask me, did we have sex before marriage? I can honestly say yes. I think my wife.
But how long did you wait? You were engaged in 5 months, so did you wait until you got engaged to have sex, or did you have sex like the first 2 days?
No. We were traditional like anybody else. We had sex, yeah. But I don't know what.
How fast?
It was fast enough to suit me. Let me put it to you that way, but it wasn't overnight. Listen, my just shit back then is a whole lot different than what's going on now because she was still living.
Stop giving them antiquated thought processes for the relationship.
Come on, Robbie. Women haven't changed. Just the tools that they use.
Oh my God.
Let me finish. Just the tools you use and abuse have changed, but your nature of women has been the same for the beginning of the time. All of a sudden, you think this is 2023 that women's nature is different, or men by that. We just have different culture, different environment, but the base biological nature of a man and a woman has not changed. And the reason why I know I could navigate that is because I understand it. And all these young guys who are having so much trouble, if they could just get that shit through their head, their game would be much better.
Wait.
Okay, well, you know what? Listen to our pay.
Hold on,
guys. Really quickly and get engaged in 5 months and get married for 36 years. Do that. I'll wait.
Yeah.
Say that again.
Hold on, guys. I got to catch up on these super chats. Tresh Johnson says, "Why is We Unlock Nation always suggesting some rainbow activity?"
Good fucking question.
That is the case. Shout out to DJ Vapors. He says, "Why are women asking for traditional and that is just going like chivalry? Stop the cap, disingenuous talking points. It never ends." Shout out to Ray Bad Now. He says, "Salute, Aaron O, the great panelists, Lou, Fatty, Omni, Raw Beat, Big Chris, Flora, Ikane, T responsibly in the chat. Gang. Raymond says, "Oh, don't forget my brother John the Baptist. Salute. I got my guy Lee says, go slap that like button real quick. I appreciate it. You know, my likes ain't never up every stream, and I don't complain about it. R Payne, shout out to Corey Love. He said, R Payne, but how long are you waiting now, though? You giving sexless marriage vibes, my guy. I'm sorry, that's not funny, but it is funny. But I'm not saying
I know a lot of guys want to say that, but it ain't true.
No, but it's funny. It was funny though. I'm not saying
it's funny. It's funny.
Yeah, last time I asked Rob, Mr. Payne, if he actually had sexual encounters with other women after he got married, things got a little bit murky.
No, you
right?
didn't ask me that. Stop it, Fatty.
How did things got a little bit like you started to do the
right? So that's the one question I would tell you, get the hell out of my face, but you didn't ask me that.
But that's the point. You guys, again, are playing this game where we actually have to put you on the place for you to see your mouth do the
No. I never stumbled on that one. I've been, I'm a good guy, man.
You know what's funny, Mr. Payne? You know what's funny, Mr. Payne? When John the Baptist, I asked him, hey, bro, were you having sex with those women that were buying you shit? I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth.
Hey, Fatty, Fatty, you know my sexual experience was from 17 to 26 when I met my wife,
and then exclusive forever.
For 26, from 17 to 26, I learned all the shit I needed to learn about women in that short period of time. Yes, I did.
So you ain't never stepped out on your wife?
That was not the question.
I said what?
You ain't never stepped out on your wife?
Discuss that on a public stream, guys.
My wife had her own sexual experiences, and we never really shared that stuff because I didn't want to hear what she did. I didn't ask her.
So R-Pain, is Fatty right that you was doing some extramarital stuff?
No, he's not right. It's not right, and he never asked me that. That's what I'm saying.
I don't want to put that thing on Mr. Payne because he actually is a serious married individual. I'm just saying.
But he's not right.
No, Mr. Payne. I actually said this on Chiki Show the other day. On Fight Club, like a year ago, we had 120 years of married people on the panel. It was Anton, it was Omar, it was Rob, it was all of these 20 years of relationship and shit. And I said, hey guys,
can I tell you guys why though, Fatty? No, before you go on, can I tell you why? Okay, finish. I'm going to tell you why.
Pass you the ball. Don't take it out of my hand. I'll pass you the ball. Don't
worry. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
And I ask, hey guys, we have 120 years of marriages here. Nobody fucking cheated on their wife, and everybody started laughing or they got quiet. My question to you, Mr. Payne, is:
Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why.
Let me tell you why.
I have a question for you, Mr. Payne. I don't believe you.
What the hell? What? Two of you can stop talking, man.
Doing that shit. Stop. My question for Mr. Payne is: should we believe married people when they actually talk about it? Like, should we believe you?
Well, I can answer that question. You can only take a person's word for it, but let me tell you why in my case.
No, not in your case. Married people in general.
You can't dictate how I'm.
No, my question is not for you. I don't believe you. No. So you don't talk. I don't want to hear it.
Yes, the answer is you should take.
Was canceled. I don't want to hear it. If you're going to personalize,
yes, you should take people's word for it. If you don't believe them, that's on you.
No, Mr. Payne. The question is not about you. It's about
I'm saying your question is, should you take people's word for it? The answer is yes, and it's up to you to believe them or not.
In general, right?
Yes, it's up to you to believe them or not.
Do you believe? 1 second. Do you believe people lie?
Everybody might lie, yeah, but
so married people are exempt of lying if you believe that people lie.
I'm saying, listen. If I'm going to talk to somebody, I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt if I want to. If I don't believe what they tell me, that's not on them. That's on me.
Mr.
Payne, you can't have it both ways. You ask a person a question, and if he answers it, it's up to you to believe it or not.
Mr. Payne, did you notice how I got you there? I asked you, should we trust married people? You said yes. And then I asked you, are people liars? You said yes. And then I asked you, why should we trust them married people? Because they are
because they might not be lying about that.
So you're contradicting yourself.
No, I'm not. Man, come on, man. The English language is very fucking flexible.
It's not that flexible.
If you understand that people are liars, why should we trust you married people?
Before you filibuster the conversation, does anybody want to hear me tell them why I didn't cheat on my wife? Does anybody want to hear that? Or do they want to hear Fatty keep talking? Because I'm not a fucking pretty boy, and every fucking piece of ass I ever shut up, fatty. Every other piece of ass I had to cultivate a relationship. So when I
You
was
ain't
married
shit,
to my wife,
fatty.
there's no fucking way to get laid. I'm gonna cultivate a relationship with another woman. Let me also tell you, from 17 to 26, every girl I had sex with, I actually liked in some way, shape, form, or fashion.
Wait, how many was that? What's your body count?
Believe it or not.
Yo,
Let's
first of
not
all,
have this
I'm pulling the
conversation.
woman card. I'm pulling the woman.
I think you're making a genuine
I
point.
ain't gonna answer that question.
Mr. Payne, Mr. Payne,
No,
answer that question.
wait, let me just ask you
You
a
are
question
married
before you ask, because does that make sense?
Can you take that
Listen,
bill?
I'm not a pretty boy. So I had to, any woman I had sex with, I had to cultivate something with. So there was no fucking way I was going to do that while I
So
was
you
married.
saying that you ugly, right? So how many women did you sleep with between 17 and
I didn't
26?
well, wait a minute, sis. I didn't say I was
You never
ugly.
said it's ugly.
I'm sorry, you said you wasn't a
You
pretty
said
boy.
it's
That's synonymous with ugly to me. So how many women did you sleep with between 17 and 26?
Well,
What's your
okay.
body count?
I'll
What's your
tell
body
you
count?
mine if you tell me
Hey,
yours.
Robbie.
I'll
Mine is
tell you
2.
mine.
Mine is
Show us your
2.
face. Show us your face, Robbie.
Nah, I
Robbie,
don't
show us your
listen.
face.
Mine is 2. What's your body count,
Oh,
Mr. Payne?
you know what? First of all, I don't believe
You got 2 body counts? Come on, man.
2.
She's
Don't
lying.
make all the guys here fall in love too.
2.
You know what? I had enough.
2.
I had enough to understand a little bit
Mr.
about
Payne.
nature of women. And let me tell you, my first girlfriend was a great woman. She's a
That's
little
how you
older than
lie,
me.
but you just
In
lied
the
right now because I
70s,
told
right?
you
In
mine,
the
but you ain't tell
70s.
me yours. How many did you
You
sleep
know,
with?
well, first of all, I don't believe -2 is a real number.
No, I said 2. 2 is a
He's
very real
actually
number.
making an honest, good
Yeah,
point.
listen. You know what? Why would I believe you telling me to?
I've been married 2 times. It's
Ugly
2.
ass niggas
It's been
can't be
consistent for
choosy.
over a year.
Let me put it.
Mr. Payne, Mr. Payne, Mr. Payne, hold on. Mr. Payne, your body count is only 4. What are you talking about, bro? You only have 4 body count. Come on, man.
It was 5. No, it was a good enough
Oh, it was
money.
5? Oh, okay.
No, it was.
Look how men
Oh
shame
my
each other.
Exactly.
God.
Look how y'all shame each other. Corey just said his marriage don't count.
I don't care.
I know y'all would want me to be lying, but at the end of the
I
day,
can tell
y'all
you, I
can't get
don't have no
women that will
problem.
buy you a
I'm not a
meal.
lady.
That's
Let me
probably
tell you.
why,
I
because y'all
think
be
I've
sleeping with women that be
a
sleeping with
little
the
bit
whole
more than
street.
25 different encounters from 17 to 26.
25.
Yeah,
My
so,
God, today.
How we
So
gonna
then
move
it's
forward?
very,
All right,
so then it's
wait.
Bless y'all. I see y'all later. I'm
believable
out.
that you don't necessarily have to
So your
cultivate
body count is
relationships with
26
women
when you got
to
married at
have
25?
Yeah, listen,
another body.
let me tell you what. First of all, I did go to college like everybody else. I was the president of my fraternity, and
You were
women
a
like
hoe.
so I had a decent time. But
So you were 3 or 4 then.
For the
yeah,
streets.
oh yeah, I was.
For the
I was,
streets.
if
But
you
I thought
consider.
hoes couldn't get
Let me tell
married
you,
then.
I thought I wasn't doing that well because compared to some of my compadres, yeah,
Mr.
So
Mr.
hoes
Payne,
can get
Mr. Payne,
married
don't
too
worry about
then.
Mr. Payne,
Okay,
don't worry about these people. You were the master king.
no.
You
So let's
see?
take these out of the 70s and apply it to 2023. Mr. Payne, can I run through women just like you did when you were younger before you got married?
the women nowadays are fucking like apes in the field. If you can't, that's your fault.
What?
The
Is
women
my
today are
when you
the
say
women
fault?
today are stroking like they're crazy. Any guy who can't get laid now,
Just
and it's
today,
No,
that's
no, 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 no,
new.
no. Hey,
Women having sex is new.
guys, 1 second, Mr. Payne.
We're gonna forget
This is
about
how
Woodstock.
this is how you are liars, right?
Okay.
You say no. Listen to what I'm saying. This is
Why
why you
gotta
are
be a
actually.
liar? Why can't you just say I don't
Mr.
believe?
Payne, no, Mr. Payne, I'm going to
Why
make a
can't you
point.
just say I don't
You
believe
are
you?
going. I'm going to make a point, and you are going to be debunked. You
Go.
saying that women right now in 2023 are fucking like whatever, right?
Yes, they
Your
are.
body count was 25 in fucking 6 years,
Yeah.
and you literally told us
How
that
he
was
know?
low. Flora,
Because
chill.
women have
And now
always
let me
been
finish.
fucking
Oh, let's try to
liars.
get him.
No, let me
Go ahead,
finish my point.
Fatty.
Let me finish my point. Let me finish my point.
Yes,
You
sir.
told that was low compared to the guys that was hanging around with you. Were you fucking who? Not woman?
Yeah.
So they were hoes before too.
No,
They were
yes,
hoes.
they've always been hoes. You never heard of You never heard of Jezebel? You never heard of Mary Magdalene? That God saved himself? She was the ultimate hoe. This been hoes since the beginning of time. That's why I tell you, young guys, the nature
You
of women
just
having
contradicted yourself though. You
You
said these
contradicted
women today
yourself,
are
bro.
hoes.
Jesus
And now you're saying they've been hoes forever.
Wait, say that again?
You just said women. You said I don't know. These women today are hoes, but now you're saying they've been hoes forever. Which one
The
is it?
mix,
Right.
the mix
Which
of
one
virtuous.
is it, Ray?
I'm gonna tell you. Listen to me.
Pick a
The mix
struggle.
of
Oh
virtuous
Lordy,
women,
pick a Bella
the
struggle.
mix of
Oh
virtuous
Lordy,
women
pick a Bella
today,
hay.
and the mix of virtuous women in the past when I was there. The only thing that's different is the percentage. There were more virtuous women back in the 80s than there are now. That's the
How do
only
you know?
difference.
No, there
You were
wasn't.
going
How would you
to
know?
That's what
They've been
started to
fucking.
back
They've
down
been
your
fucking the whole
point because there
time.
weren't virtuous
How do you
women.
know?
What are you talking
These
about?
men
Because I do
literally
know.
say,
That
I mean,
literally
these
came
men
from birth
literally say,
control.
Old man,
It
Again,
came
you
from
guys
the
can have it both ways.
women being not virtuous.
Listen, you guys can have it both ways. You guys are on these airwaves talking about 304s every panel, every day.
Your friends.
But I
not
never
us.
said there wasn't 304s back in the day. There always was the chicks who were 304s back in the day. You guys just don't
a
get it.
lot of them.
You
For
guys
you to
don't
get
get it.
for you to get the 26 body count with your face, a lot of them are old.
I knew that was coming.
I was just
Yeah,
joking.
you are ugly. So
I'm just joking, Mr. Payne. I was just joking.
For a lot.
I'm joking. It's a joke.
He meant it. He's lying.
If you ever see
Mr.
my
Payne is a
avatar,
joke.
if
It
you
was
ever
a
saw
joke.
Did you
my
have to pay
avatar,
for any of those?
I
no.
apologize.
If you ever see my avatar, not that one.
I know.
I was pretty good looking back in the day before I turned into
So what happened?
Now
What
this happened.
happened?
You were good looking. Nice.
Hey, Fatty, you can go.
I mean,
You can go
Akene got it
daily,
on
man.
you.
No. You guys stop. You guys stop. You guys. Okay, everybody stop. Everybody stop. Everybody stop. Okay, you know what? Everybody stop. I want to. Mr. Payne, stop. Mr. Payne, stop, please. No, Mr. Payne, stop. No, stop. You guys have been talking.
Too much.
Everybody have said too much.
What's your body count?
Hey, Fadi. I gotta be honest with you, bro. No, stop about this. Fadi, just stop. Just stop now, okay? I gotta say one thing. Fadi, you my bro, right?
Yeah.
Please, when you talk to these elderly people, you go too far, man. I'm an African man. No, I understand. Fadi, stop. No, Robbie, stop. No, I want you guys to stop.
Stop.
I don't like to cross fire.
I don't even know.
Excuse me. Let me finish, guys. Let me talk, please. Stop, guys. I was talking to a guy yesterday. He's a 62-year-old man. That guy said something to me. You know, ask Aaron. I respected the guy and I stopped. I just asked him a few questions and I let him have the floor because I gave him that respect as an elder. I got to tell you guys this. I've come to this space a lot. You guys cross some fucking line when it comes to elders. You don't have no respect for elders. I'm talking. No, let me talk, Fadi. I don't give a damn.
Yes.
There are lines that people don't cross with me when it comes to elderly people. Don't cross that line, please. Stop this. Don't disrespect elders. I see you guys do this online all the time. Have a fucking respect
We
for
don't
elders,
know your
please.
old ass.
I don't give a no. Fadi, I'm talking to you as a brother, okay? Just take this from me, okay? Please, thank you guys.
Yes, but and I'm answering your shit. I go. Actually, I apologize. Take back what I said, Mr. Payne. You were gorgeous when you were a handsome man. When you were younger, your body count is 2, not 27. It's a wonderful human being.
Fatty, before you go on, listen. I take shit from everybody up here because, first of all, I don't look as old as I am.
We're just playing around. We're just playing around. Don't worry about it.
I don't think I look 65.
No, you
know. So the point is, what y'all don't. I'm gonna shut up after this. But y'all fail to realize that I've seen the changes through the years, and I've been around before. There was no pill for a woman, and now that there is a pill, and that a pill is a tool. When the women had freedom to have sex indiscriminately, that's when things started to change. Men have always been the same. Women, in terms of their sexuality, women have always been sexual creatures. A lot of people act like they haven't been.
So you blaming the women then?
No, I'm not blaming nobody for nothing.
That's what it sounded like, Robbie. What'd you hear?
No. I'm not blaming anything on women just because you're a sexual creature from time to time. They used to have a little bit more. Culture used to put governors on how women behave. That culture is gone.
No,
right?
I think they just tried to hide it better.
And they did hide it better, but the mix between the women who guarded their virtue back then and now is changed. But there's still women who guard their virtue today. You
I
guys
guess
just have to
that's
be
why.
willing. You guys just have to be willing to search a little harder to find them. And
Well,
Where are
that's
they?
that's
that's
not
why
Where
even
are
the
they? No,
right
truth.
there.
No, Mr.
Testing
Plato, where
1, 2,
are they?
3.
Tell
Can
me
y'all
where
hear
are
me?
where are these women?
That's not even the
Can you hear me, Aaron?
Usually in school.
I can hear you.
That's not
Okay,
the truth,
I go.
RP.
Where are
Because
these
I just want to
women?
make sure.
before they created the pills in 1964, there were shotgun marriages because women weren't so virtuous. There was Woodstock. Or what do you think the need was for them to create the pills? Because there was a whole bunch of back alley deletions. So let's stop, cut the bullshit, RP.
I'm
And I
not
love you as an
bullshitting.
elder, but you're not gonna sit here and tell these lies and tell these stories. There was a whole
What
bunch of women out
lies?
here doing whatever it is that they was doing. You sitting there trying to act like, oh my God, there was more. No, it wasn't. It was fathers in the household making men get married to their daughters when their daughters was out there
Yeah.
busting it wide open.
Right.
The EP
So,
era
so,
and
so we have a
and
different.
sex, drugs, and rock and
So
That
roll
might be
was
the
all
only
in the
change is that men don't do
just
that
have a
anymore.
difference. We just have a difference of opinion. I'm not lying. It's the way I see it. The way you see it could be different. But I'm not saying you're lying. That's just the way you see it. But I've
No,
been
I'm
there. I
saying
was
what the
there.
facts
I
are.
was.
It's not based off of how you see anything. It's what the facts are. The facts
No,
are
no.
that
The
up until
facts is the way I
1964.
saw it
No,
back then.
the facts are until 1964, shotgun marriages were a thing because
Okay.
people were not
What
being
does that have to do
virtuous.
with what I said?
Because
A lot.
people were not being virtuous, both
There was a
men
lot more
and
virtuous
women.
women back then.
What?
No, there
No, it
Yes,
wasn't.
there
wasn't.
were.
If
They
it
were getting
wasn't,
bust
oh
down
Yes,
my
and
there was.
God,
pregnant.
I love how you
There was
like
a.
to cut
There
people
was a
off. You
lot.
can't change history.
But how
This
old
is
are you,
not
Robbie? How
revisionist
old are you?
history.
How
I
old are
bet
you,
you my
Robbie?
mama. I
She
bet
just
you my
finished her
mama is older
sentence.
than you.
I'm
I
asking you
bet
a
you my
question.
mama is older than you. I bet you my mama is older than you.
Yeah,
Don't make me
but I'm
talk to this
asking you
microphone
how
right now.
old you
Can
are.
she just
No,
finish her
don't worry about
sentence?
it. Don't worry about it because we having a conversation and we talking about the facts. The facts remain that the birth control technology revolution actually happened because women weren't virtuous. The fact remains
No.
that that revolution happened because women were losing their lives in back alley. If you need a visual reference, please see Dirty Dancing. Remember that?
I
Nobody
said
puts baby in a corner.
listen.
That
So are you
was
trying to say the pill only
that
had one
was
effect, Robbie? The pill had that effect, and it also had effect of freeing women from the
They were
cultural
no, the
already
point
chains.
is
doing what they wanted, our pain. That's what you're
exactly
not
they was
getting. They
already
were trying to
free.
cover their tracks. That's the problem.
No. What you guys are saying is that there were no
You
women
don't know
who were.
reality.
There was
We
no
didn't say
women.
no women. We said a
That's
lot
what
of women were not being virtuous. That's why they needed it.
Why are you guys
The
trying to make
theory of
all women a hoes? There were more virtuous
we're not
women back
saying
then.
they're hoes. We're saying that women were
Let me
sleeping with
ask,
men.
guys. Let me ask something to Robin before Ojigo.
Can't before go ahead, Fatty. Go ahead.
No, I just said where like the EP era, sexual liberation, everybody smoking and fucking, the sex, drugs and rock and roll shit. Was that on the
In the
2000s?
70s. In the
Like
70s.
the sex, drugs and rock and roll, was that shit on the 2000s?
That come out in the 60s. That come out in the 60s.
Because when I see
Women have always been
when I see
promiscuous.
the commentaries, I see like Woodstock with 1,000,000 people and everybody fucking like what like.
That was in the 60s, late 60s.
People like
Late
people like
60s.
to live in an alternate reality.
So what time was this, Mr. Payne? Was this on the 2000s or when you were
Medieval times, I guess.
Huh?
No, see, Fatty, this is a thing. What a
He
lot
knows
of
what's
people
up.
do from that generation is they exhibit revisionist history. And because they were called hippies then or gypsies and it was free love, maybe there's a misconception of a lack of virtue. And
Yeah, but
people need
everybody
to
didn't participate in that. You were able to tell.
Can I
I mean,
just
there
say
was
this?
whole
This
ass
is
We don't even need to go that far back. What about Freaknik?
Okay, well,
That's in
I'm
the
not even
90s.
gonna talk about
That's
that.
in the
Let's
90s.
just
Oh,
talk about.
and the men who were
Can we just talk about what we are really talking about? Can we
Please,
just
thank
talk
you.
about what we're really talking about?
Who's speaking? I didn't even see that. OG.
This is
That's
OG
OG
speaking.
J
OG.
Speed. You know
Okay,
who it is.
so this is the first time I heard a panel of people, and everybody pretty much was right. It was just different timing. Because when Aaron started this off, he was talking. When I seen it, I'm pretty sure he had started before I seen it, but he was talking about the young lady with the ring. I think this is where the manosphere dropped the ball.
because the manosphere was made for a different time how to go about dating, and they dropped some balls inside of that, and they really started off with a good plan, because we do live in a different time, and we are using old standard tools for metric screws and bolts. And so I think more than anything, what Rob B said, that Aaron didn't believe. I waited 2 years when I was in the nation before I had sex and I married. And I know that's not for everybody to do. I understand that, but I think we living in a time when the manosphere was talking about 50-50. I think what they did, they overdid it and took it into marriage and didn't think about the dating part of it. And that could have been great to set up the 50-50 thing then. You can call it Dutch, you can call it whatever you want to. See, and then men would have changed their expectation due to the point of the new woman. The new woman is 65% of the workforce. So men didn't have to do the things that we had to do when we was much older. They should have had came up with their own strategy. It's not too late. I mean, we're talking about it now.
They gonna have to do it, OG. They ain't gonna have no choice. They gonna have to do it. And the new strategy should be, you should, if you want to talk about vetting, I think that that should be a new strategy. And I know some of you might look at that like it's crazy, but look at the outcome what you have now. Just look at the outcome. Who is the greatest winner of men trying to date women in the old way? She wins because she get to keep the ring. You see what I'm saying? And if he wanted to take her to court, she would have lost that ring. She would have to come up with the money of the ring. Just think about it. If men went into getting engaged right now, and what they would do is walk into a jewelry store, and they would invest, and both would invest in the other. Once she said yes, she would buy the ring under at the same price of his standard. He would buy one at the same price of her standard. So if it don't, and each person has to walk away, nobody lost anything, because both rings has the same value to it. And I think this is where men gonna have to stop having these conversations where it's so much hatred because of so much disappointment. Can I finish?
No, I was going to ask you a question.
When I land this plane, because it's running out of gas real fast. Okay?
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
When I land this. Okay. So I think if you really look at this, just like everything else, sports, everything in life have made a reset. You know what haven't made a reset? Relationships. It's still like we just come off the Mayflower. And so what I'm saying is, it's time for men to really, really think about this thing. But getting over the internet and getting angry and cussing women out and calling them names and all that kind of stuff, that's not the plan. The plan is to come up with a strategy, a blueprint, and move on it that way. And then women will get a better understanding when all of us get into the same clique and move in the same direction. But we know everybody's not going to do that. But if a majority of us do that, we can change this whole relationship scene.
We kind of
let me
ask you a question, OG.
OG said that the lady couldn't keep the ring, and the man would have to go to court to get the money back for the ring. And that's actually the truth. An engagement ring is a gift with the understanding that a marriage will ensue. So if the engagement is broke up by the woman, then the woman has to return the ring under penalty of law. The only way the woman gets to keep a ring is if the man breaks up the engagement.
Totally.
So, OG, let me ask you a question on that point. That's a good point. But listen, I think some things are timeless, right? I think men are the romantic ones. We fall in love, and women look at it as a business. They all want, they love men based on how we provide. They've been doing that since the beginning of time. The guy who went out and killed the most meat and was the toughest guy in the tribe had the pick of the litter. Let me. So that hasn't really changed. Even today, I'm not saying
So
the
what's the
women don't
question?
love their
How would you
men,
know? You've
but
been out of the market for 36 years. How would you know?
wait, provision is provision. That hasn't
Okay,
changed.
what is the question,
So
sir?
It absolutely has changed, R-Pain.
No, but it's still provision. But
But
how's
what is the
provision
question?
change?
You guys
Okay,
What is the question, sir?
let me just say this and I'll shut up. Ebony K.
But
Williams.
what is the question?
The question really is how does the woman's need for a man to be able to provide for her to cleave to you changed? And so it is expanded.
Okay, that's the question. Is that the question? Okay, let me answer the question. Your first part. Wait, excuse me. Let me. I can answer this very simple. First thing, men need to stop falling into anything. Start thinking. Falling in love meaning just like you said, it's falling. Falling is never a good thing. All right? We need to start thinking. And a lot of time, that fall in love is that fall in lust. We need to know the difference between the two.
Okay.
And so men in general, across the board, go always be a protector. That is the only thing you haven't changed. But everything else has changed. When women are 65% of the workforce, bro, she probably can buy you lunch, dinner, and brunch. And wouldn't even hurt her pocket. You understand what I'm saying? What I'm saying is the way it used to be, men would go out and do all the things you say they would. Women would stay home and take care of the children and take care of the house. We no longer wait a minute. No, I know you didn't say that, but I'm completing it for you. We no longer live in them times, bro.
No,
we don't live in them times.
I didn't say we were. I'm saying provision is still provision. It's just changed what it is. Today, Ebony K. Williams said all a black man can do is provide sperm. That's still provision. So,
sir, you gotta stop looking at shock jocks. Wait a minute, sir. See, this is why we make our major problem. We get one incomplete, make a statement. I'm just saying, we get one incomplete and make a statement, and we kind of compare to the everyday common people life.
Let me finish my statement. You were right. Women are making their own money, so they don't need your money as much as they did before, but they need different kind of provision from you. And so the provision has moved.
I gave you that one. I gave you that one. The only thing that she needs from you right about now, the way the world is going, is protection. And that one is winging.
So let me just jump in here, OG. I got to jump in real quick.
Okay, go ahead. Hey, look, peace, love, and always strive for the truth. Y'all know I come in and I get out. Hey, keep them elbows together, Robbie. All right.
I'm trying to.
And Flora, I don't care how much hell they give you. I still be listening to you.
Thanks, sir. I appreciate that.
Let me just read the super chats. Corey Love says, "You have no options, Mr. Payne. Your monogamy doesn't count, so stop bragging."
Look how men shame each other.
I'm just reading the super chats. I don't want no problem.
No, Corey was trying to though.
Flora, stop. Let me just, guys, calm down. B Love says, "Fatty, do dolls count as bodies?" Laughing out loud. Yeah.
Well, dildos count as bodies.
Lauren, she says, "You got to go because you don't know how to land the plane." Yeah, you're out of your lane. Here's the thing, right? This is what you need to understand. When these old heads come here giving us old structured game, right? And they haven't. No, here's the important part. I'm not mad at any OGs because I have the ability to understand. But here's the problem that OGs have. They don't know their audience and they don't know how to structure the conversation to their target audience. That's what they struggle. Their point is, look here, youngster, I know what I'm talking about, so you should understand. You have to speak in the youngsters' language. They don't know OG language. It's the burdens on y'all because y'all come before, whether y'all like it or not. That is just the truth. Now, when we talk about provision and all these things, nobody disagrees that that's going to be a staple, right? However, what does exist is this. Women don't need you for provision. Women don't need you for protection because we put systems in place so a single woman who never had a boyfriend her whole life can live her whole life into her dying days.
No, because she would still need protection. there are still crimes that can happen against her.
Not from
He said
she
system,
doesn't need to
not on
be
the individual.
protected by
He
an
said system.
individual male. She got the police. She got the fire
You know,
department.
because by the time
got
the police
EMS.
come, so much can happen. That's
Not
why
if you don't
women
live
like
in the hood. Not if you don't live in the hood.
even if you don't live in the hood, crimes can happen. What are we saying? Maybe
okay,
it's less, let me just give Rob B this. It's less likely in a suburban neighborhood, but crimes happen.
Listen,
in suburban, there's crimes across all SES. You can't be that dishonest.
Men need protection too. You acting like other men can't get beat up and they call for help too. Just because the point of it is,
I'm not saying they can't, but women physically are less strong than men. So if a man comes in their house, they can overpower that woman versus a man. He can actually stand a fight.
Most guys,
but if you
or
have
maybe
you
not.
don't gotta fight. What you gotta fight for?
all right,
when you got a
fine.
gun?
I'm not about to argue this right now. I'm just gonna play the video that Robbie was referencing when she talked about giving the engagement ring back. Right? This here is a Boston lawyer. We not in Boston, but lawyers are lawyers, and he seems like a hair all slick back, nice blue suit. I like it. So I want him to explain what happens if the wedding never occurs.
Who keeps the engagement ring if the wedding never happens? The engagement ring is considered a conditional gift. The ring was given in exchange for a promise that there would be a marriage. If the marriage doesn't happen, the engagement ring goes back to the fiancé who gave the ring. And if she won't give it back, you take her to court. Because like I said, it's a conditional gift. And the gift was made with a promise that there would be a marriage. Take her to court.
Yeah, that's right. Take her to court and give me my rings back.
Oh,
that was
You ain't getting
AI.
that ring back though, because she
That doesn't matter.
she
That's not
going
the point. That
she
doesn't
gonna
matter.
pawn that shit, so she gonna owe the money, the value of that ring.
But here's another point, right? Here's another point that we're gonna get to, right? Because this is what's been happening a lot. We discussing the damage that men have suffered, right? First, you embarrassed me on your wedding day. That's supposed to be our wedding day, right? Because you don't let no man have no egos no more, right? We gotta be emotionally intelligent, erase all egos. You can't build none of this. We can't have nothing that makes a man no more. We damn near fighting for men to sustain, right? Just like some women are fighting to be women to a certain degree, right? Now, when we realize that we fighting for our rings, we let them take this money, we let them put us in debt and still want to be with us. Shift the conversation. Hey, you a doctor now, you pay for everything, and I ain't got to pay you back. All this stuff is happening to men. And you know what I always hear women say? Oh, if you cheat on a man, how come he never stays? And me and Fatty come here all the time, and we say men stay all the time, all the time. And what we want is these old heads to get on these things and say, look, I've been with my wife for 30 years and she cheated and I stayed, or I cheated and we stayed together. Instead of all these lies like, yeah, I only been with one woman for 40 years. I ain't never stepped out. Every single guy tells that same story. Not one story of the truth ever gonna come out of them because they should hide.
Do you want some truth?
Arcane, don't let that trigger you. And I have to say,
I want the truth. I want the truth.
I was introducing the next video, so it wasn't no shot at you.
No, let him tell the truth, Aaron. Aaron, let him tell the truth.
No, Raw. He's not gonna tell the truth.
No.
I'm a little uncomfortable seeing two 67-year-olds fighting with each other. That's not good, brother.
No, I'm not worried about it. As far as I'm worried, as far as I know, my wife has been faithful to me, and I've been faithful to her.
What?
The only thing let me put it to you this way: we had a conversation that when women cheat on men, if the roles are traditional, a man makes a business decision because even if it's with no fault divorce, even if she's busting down somebody else, when he leaves, he's going to get his ass kicked. And I know some guys like that.
Who, the
She'll
husband?
take half his money, and he'll be busting her down. The guy. So I just told my wife,
who down? Wait a minute,
if she ever cheated on me, I just take this shit to your grave. Take it to your grave. Don't have no deathbed confession and shit and all that kind of stuff to leave your soul.
Wait a minute.
Take that shit. So I ain't worried about that.
So
I never check my wife's phone. She hasn't checked mine. I have a password. She has mine. We have the kind of relationship where I don't worry about we never ever worry about those things because our relationship is pretty goddamn good.
Okay.
It really is. I mean, it's amazing because I hear all this shit on these lines. I'm saying, what the hell are people doing to each other?
Listen. Y'all probably let's just be honest. At this point, y'all way past the opportunity to mess around with other people. Like let's be honest.
You know what?
The market ain't
Women
there
still look good to me.
unless y'all pan. Let's just keep it. It's pan market time for most of y'all. Let's not play these.
Hey, listen, I might have to pay, but my wife don't have to pay like me. My wife is still pretty nice.
Lee don't say shit.
These older people is out here still getting it popping. Y'all be sleeping on them because you think grandma and grandpa ain't coming out with the shirts.
That's right.
You know what, Robbie? I was just joking. Okay,
I take my scooter to the old folks'
home. Let me have a little fun while I introduce the next video. Because
a couple of cups of Jello and I'm
Shattered Dreams. Okay, I should rename this stream Shattered Dreams. Because man, being a man, they can't stand men in this age at all. Let me get to the video. Okay?
Don't go to the nursing home. Don't go to the nursing home.
Oh, you want to discuss the nursing home? I'll discuss the nursing homes. I will absolutely discuss the nursing homes. But let me play the video so the women understand the truth. Okay?
Before I had was diagnosed with cancer, I had open heart surgery in 2006. We were in absolute hell in 2006. We were in hell. I was laying in the bed in intensive care unit late at night, listening to her talk to her lover. I could hear it. I'm laying in the bed. I got tubes everywhere, and the lover's calling, asking how I'm doing. Right? So you push through hard shit before.
Say what now?
You want me to play it again?
Yes, play that again. The juice was juicy.
I don't know if
don't do that.
Hear that again.
Don't
I'll
do
play
that.
it again.
I almost had a stroke.
Now, before I had was diagnosed with cancer, I had open heart surgery in 2006. We were in absolute hell in 2006. We were in hell. I was laying in the bed in intensive care unit late at night, listening to her talk to her lover. I could hear it. I'm laying in the bed. I got tubes everywhere, and the lover's calling, asking how I'm doing. Right? So you push through hard shit.
She
I'm sorry for you,
was wrong.
I need to smoke some shit after this shit.
Yeah, she definitely was wrong.
But that is to Fatty's point on Cheeky's stream earlier. This is real life. When women are saying, oh, I expect bad things to happen in my relationships and me to be mad and angry and all this stuff, the truth of the matter is that's real. This is the truth that we need to hear because we know what grandma and grandpa was doing. Stop lying to us. Tell the truth. Or we can't rock with y'all. Y'all gonna tell us the good side and tell us a fake bad side. Well, you know, we was going through some rough times. I lost the house. I lost my job. We know that. We know them sad, fake stories. We want the truth. Until y'all keep it real, we ain't gonna.
So you put up a horror story, and the horror story is more true because it makes you feel better.
Wait. Hold on. Wait. It makes me feel. Forget my feelings. You want to go to the data?
No, Aaron, don't do it. What's the data? Come on, the data. Just let him live. Just let Arpain live. Okay.
I wasn't speaking to you, but apparently your heart has been pierced.
Yeah, you triggered.
I don't know what it is you think that I'm talking about.
No. I don't feel that way. I don't feel that way.
Oh well, Arpain, it looked like you in a sunken place.
No, man, you guys are tripping, man. I don't deal that way. I'm just having a conversation. Aaron, I didn't feel personal about anything you just said.
Is that a headboard behind you?
I don't take personal shots.
That's my goddamn window.
So, Aaron, I know quite a few people that, like, in their later years, like in their 40s, even though their parents were married through their whole life. Right. Okay. So back to what I was saying, Arpain, you know, we try to let you rock. Don't do it. Okay. I love you like a grandpa. Don't do it. So the point. Oh well, whoever said it, don't make me turn up on here. So the point is, I know quite a few people that are because y'all getting on my nerve. I'm about to leave y'all. Y'all pissing me off.
Okay. Well, you need to take a pill and rest.
Ignorant. Y'all acting willfully ignorant. But I know quite a few people in their 40s that are just now.
No, we're not going for it just because we older.
Yes, you are. That are just now finding out that they have siblings because their parents was cheating on each other throughout their whole relationship.
That's a responsible thing to do.
I agree with you. The grandpa and grandma was out here cutting the coon, acting a fool, cutting the rug, dipping it low and spreading it wide. You seen them Braxton girls and they mama and daddy. That daddy Braxton was out there doing the most. Shoot, we know Corey out here doing the most. He act like he young, but he's old school pimping. No, I'm just playing with you, Corey. Love. I'm just
Gang,
playing with
gang.
But we do have a brother that comes up here and talks about, having a
Pain, don't take it
polyamorous
personally.
relationship. He gets flack too. What's his name? Jay Prince. He doesn't have
My
any.
goodness, don't.
I mean, he's stroking
that.
people. He'll stroke people on the dime. Or what's his name? House of Hypocrites. I mean, so what do you want people to? What I'm really not triggered. I'm just asking. It's a lie if people don't tell you the dirt. You know what I'm saying? I don't.
Yeah,
I don't
omission
know.
is a lie, Arpain.
Yeah, it's a lie if you painting a candy color version of something and you're not giving.
But Raw B, you ain't telling nobody no dirt. We're giving you deference.
What you mean?
Nobody's saying you're dirty. Nobody's saying that.
I do. I tell. Listen, I tell all the dirt.
But
I
nobody's
tell
saying
all
that
the
you
dirt.
got 6 or 7 men on the side. Nobody's saying that about you.
Cause I don't. I don't.
So how can you believe yourself, but you're gonna tell everybody else they're lying? That's crazy.
The difference between me and everybody else, Arpain, is I'm gangster with the stuff that I do. I put it live on display on the community tab. I don't care about nobody's feelings. And what I always tell people is, "Oh, a mess. Oh, you tripping. Oh, you silly." That's how I give it up. You understand what I'm saying? It's consistent. People have consistently seen that. Nightish.
So you know what? Surprise! You're talking to a guy who's virtuous too. Surprise! Yes.
Okay, so but the fact remains that what Aaron
Don't
is
you have
talking about
26
is
bodies? That's not
right.
virtuous.
26 bodies is not virtuous.
Lying.
But what Aaron,
that was before I got married. I had no commitments.
What Aaron,
That's still not virtuous. You don't have to be married to be virtuous.
I'm a man. Virtue is not the same for me.
Oh,
I'm a man.
Y'all create your own standards, then you want to force women into a box.
Listen, well, first of all, women and men are different, and it's not a double standard. It's a different standard.
Shut up.
I can't wait till Robbie get home where her mic ain't got to deal with this
talking about is this. Aaron said, y'all that be up here with the Capitron 3000, like you've been married for 579,600 minutes. Okay. Y'all sit here and you try to talk about all of the great stuff. And marriage can be a wonderful thing, but let's be honest. There are downfalls and plot twists. Now, in your marriage, maybe you and your wife been keeping it closed circuit, but she could be taking some stuff to her grave, and you could be taking some stuff to your grave too. But what we don't hear you talking about though is the hard times and not the bullshit that when y'all both lost your job. Hey, Arpain, wait a minute. Okay, I got the volume up a little bit more. Y'all got the level up. So, like the times when y'all didn't talk to each other for 24 months. When you slept in her room and she slept in her room. The times when the communication was all the way down. The times when you didn't really like each other too much. And if you are sitting here, you want us to believe that two human beings are absolutely enamored, loved everything about each other for every minute of the past 36 plus years, I'm going to call you a bald-faced liar.
I didn't say that.
Wait. Hey,
but I didn't say that.
Brother, calm down. Your blood
pressure.
pressure.
Calm down. I am calm.
Your blood pressure. Your blood pressure.
My blood pressure is fine. Hey, listen. Let me tell you something, Robbie. All the shit that you just said is has a skin of truth to it. But me and the wife have never let our differences get to a point where we had to be estranged from each other in the same house. I mean,
just say all of that was true.
She ain't never been upset with you.
Just say all of that was true.
No, she be upset. We get upset. We got upset.
Black Dahlia.
We didn't let it fester. How's that?
Wait, Arpain, 1 second. Black Dahlia, everything you said is true. That's how it really go down.
And we never let it fester. We had little things to make sure we didn't let shit fester.
We was in the cars when y'all was going to see your other chick. We know the truth. We know y'all was messing with chicks on the other side of town. We seen it.
I know guys who had. I know people who had 2 or 3 families. I know people like that. It wasn't me.
Nobody. You just said you wasn't
personalizing
personalized, and when we had this conversation, you used to go
But
to
I'm
you.
just saying, I know
Talk
people.
about your
I'm not
talk about the
disagreeing.
people that you know that did it.
I do know people who did that. I do.
Then it's true.
That's what we want to hear.
Then
The
our
truth.
pain is true.
But I can't tell you that whole story because I don't know it all.
But you know what happened though.
Acknowledge that they
Right.
was doing it.
Yeah, you know what
We're not
happened.
even just talking about. We're not even just talking about faithful marriages. We're talking about the healthy, normal flow of relationships between two people. It's absolutely abnormal. You can love someone enough to stay with them and be faithful to them when they are getting on the bottom of your last ass nerve and you don't want to be around them. And the fact that everybody that comes up here, like they've been married forever and a year, and they don't want to acknowledge that portion of it. Everybody that's not been married is looking at you like you a whole damn liar because ain't nobody believing in the Disney fairy tale.
Because you are a liar, R-Pain.
Thank
You
you.
lying.
Oh, man, I'm not lying, man.
Yes,
Why
you are.
Call me a lie, man? You know,
I agree
lies a big
wholeheartedly,
goddamn
Robbie.
indictment or something. I didn't say my wife that we didn't have any arguments. I'm just trying to tell you, they never
Keep making it
the kind
personal.
of shit that you
You
guys
keep
are
making
talking
it
about.
personal. We're not talking R-Pain.
No, but you just
We're not
called me a
talking
fucking
about-
liar, man. You called me a liar.
No,
You know what?
R-Pain,
Usually
no,
when they
listen,
call
no,
each
no,
other
no,
a
no,
liar,
no,
they
listen
want
what
to
I'm saying.
fight.
No, listen what I'm saying.
I never
We're not
call
talking
you a
about
liar.
you. We're not talking about you.
But you just called
It's
me a
not
liar.
personal. No, not you. Not you.
not a
Are
liar.
you listening to me? Not you.
He's not a liar. He done forgot about years 1 through 5. He ain't lying. He just forgot about them.
No, he's
And
just
that
our pain is
Well,
just
you know what,
disingenuous.
Wolfie, you talk a lot of shit. If you're in a relationship, that shit happened for you, right?
Our
What
pain
you
just
mean?
disingenuous.
What you
Because he acting
mean?
like he virtuous, like he
Hold on,
got the
y'all. Let me
options
hear
to not
Corey
be.
Love, man. Because
I'm virtuous as a motherfucker. I'm a great guy, man. I
No,
can't help it.
but
I can't help
R-Pain,
it.
is
I'm a
it
great fucking guy. I'm a
Corey,
great
let's
guy.
not turn up your
All
mic.
you
Your
women up there would be blessed to have a guy like me.
Turn it up. Turn it up.
Let me hear from Corey.
Go into
Turn it up,
settings,
all right.
press
Go ahead,
audio, take it off the little box on the bottom, and turn it up on. Turn it up.
Turn it up.
Go ahead.
Let's hear this Elder Bard shit.
No, I'm just saying, our pain. How virtuous is it if you don't have the options to not be virtuous? Is it really virtue?
I always have the option, and that's the key.
That's cap.
Not the key is not playing
Y'all
on those
triggered that
options.
man tonight.
It's not really that hard, man. Let me tell you, man. It's really not that
Right
hard.
now, you're contradicting yourself because earlier you said you had to cultivate relationships in order to have.
That's what I said.
options
No
because you're not a
option.
pretty boy.
It doesn't. What are you
because
talking
you're not the
about?
best looking guy.
If
You
the
said that
option,
earlier.
the option to cultivate a relationship, I don't take those.
Corey Love came
I
up
don't
here and
take
did
them.
some pretty boy shit on you. You ain't got the look.
No,
so
I'm just.
had
maybe that's-
options.
No,
that-
not at all.
No, Corey, that might be hard
No,
for
Corey,
you
we
because you're a
heard you.
light-skinned brother. They all touching you. The chicks, I had to do shit. I mean, the only thing I had that was going for me, the only thing I had going for me is that women like to touch me. They just like to touch me. A lot of women like to fucking touch
Unlike
me. I
he is
don't know
brown
why.
skin, he
That's
can get
all.
a whole bunch of women. Aaron's brown skin, he can get a whole bunch of women. Omni's brown skin, he could get a whole bunch of women. Aladdin is brown skin, they could get a whole bunch of women. So we gonna stop this colorism.
That's what I'm saying. Women like to touch me.
Thank
So
you, Rob,
I'm just joking with the brother. What I'm just trying to say is, I mean, I still had to cultivate. If I was going to cheat, I still had to cultivate it. And I was
Everybody has to cultivate a relationship in order to have sex. You think you just running up to people and humping them down? Like, take the payment. That's not what. That's not how.
Some guys could walk into the pussy.
So tricking.
Yeah, I couldn't.
What are you talking about? If y'all see this, and this is where I have to leave you. R-Pain, now you telling bald-faced lies. Ain't no men just walking into nothing. They got to spend some money. They got to spend some time. They got to do something. They got to do something.
They might have to do something, but they don't necessarily have to spend a lot of money.
Listen, we all know the OGs was tricking. That's where the Cadillacs come from. Stop playing with us. You know how y'all was moving? Stop playing. That's what y'all do. Y'all pay that money. That's why
There's a couple of guys on this panel who's walking into some pussy, man. Stop it.
True.
Just stop it.
Trying to say unlikely and Corey is walking into it.
Yeah, a couple of 304s have been walking into it. Stop it.
What?
You calling them 304s?
You calling
Oh,
men
no.
304s,
Wait
bro?
a minute, Corey. I'm not gonna let you
Respect
get
them like that?
Arpay,
Wait,
what are you saying?
you calling men 304s, bro?
Yeah, he said
Oh,
you
God.
304.
They call me one, goddammit.
So he
Nah,
pulled him in.
I just think
Aaron, this is a great panel. I love this shit, man. This is pretty good.
Yeah,
You guys are taking me back, man. I'm like going through flat. And Robbie's trying to tell me I'm something I'm
But you
not.
can't violate
You're
the
a great
love
woman,
network.
man. Go ahead, keep going.
Go on
We're
and
just
get him,
having a
United.
conversation. Like
him,
they told
United.
us to get sensitive.
I'm not sensitive.
Oh, did you hear that, fan?
Showing pokey trays. I thought you were a gentleman.
That was
Kinda
actually me
showing
blowing him
pokey
a kiss. You know, I'm trying to make him feel better about his day. He you know.
Oh, I feel great.
Hugs. Yeah.
Hugs and kisses.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Aaron. So what's next, brother? What else are we talking
Calm
about?
down. You're drinking an energy drink. You're getting certain things. And you can't attack the love. Wait, no, you can't attack the love network, brother. You know you was out here getting your freak on when you had to go live in that house in Malibu for like a year.
All right, Nightish. Nobody wants to talk about that with you.
Hey, man, I had a short love life before I got married, man. Just 17 to
25 people. Yeah, we know.
26 people was a short.
And listen, and when you found the right one, I think men should get married before they have sex. I think men should get married before they have sex. All these men gonna come up here and then say, "Well, I ain't gonna lie though. I had to make sure that I enjoyed what I." None of y'all gonna come up here with the stop.
And look,
Hold on, wait. And here's the problem with these horrible leading conversations. One, back then, people was Bible thumpers. Okay, that's how they rocked. That's how communities move. We no longer live in an environment like that at all. It ain't even close to resembling that at all. Shame is almost gone. It don't have no effect to a certain degree. We don't have people moving in that way at all for the most part, and people picking and choosing. Oh, well, today I'm saved. Next week I'll be forgiven. I'm still working on me. It's a whole nother environment. So these kids don't want to hear you don't get to have sex before marriage. It's not the same.
Well, so you're playing into what I said, though. You playing what
I never said I was against what you said on there. And I'm not saying this is right. I'm saying these standards and the environment is different. When the environment change, you must move accordingly. That's all we saying. And y'all can't give us some information from an environment that we ain't in. I don't want to hear
This is the thing. So with people having sex nowadays,
in a short window, and then just go to one and stay with one.
No, you put you over there on your freaky, sneaky stuff. Shh. But when it comes to sex nowadays, right? People got to be more particular with who they're having sex with. With the advent of genital warts, genital herpes, all skin diseases, crabs, HIV.
Say that again. 100% increase in syphilis in Mississippi.
Right. So, I mean, you as an elder sitting there preaching to the masses that they should be having sex with women random and willy-nilly, instead of encouraging them to themselves and see more value in themselves, it's problematic. I'm gonna tell you, there's nothing sexier than a man that says no. If a woman's trying to throw herself at a man and a man says no, that shit is sexy. That gives the man all the power. So the reality is, I'm going to give
right there, Robbie. That's toxic.
I don't care if it's toxic or not. I mean, you saying that
like it sounds like
she's just talking.
You can make him say yes. That's toxic vibes.
No, I agree. I agree with you.
Care about the man's feelings. So what I'm saying is, men, you want somebody to care about your feelings, then hold on to your jewels. Your jewels is your sex. Keep your sex until a woman cares about your feelings. If she don't care about your feelings, don't give her no penis. Now,
I agree with you, and I agree with that part of it. If a man can find a woman, if he can find a woman like that, and that'll be good for him. He can find a woman that he can say, "Listen, I want to hold off with you, honey, until we commit to each other." That's great. And she
you don't even gotta say that.
Well, first of all, you've been talking. Let me just say something.
You've been talking. You've been talking. You've been
All I'm just trying to say is if the woman says to a man, listen, I appreciate the fact that you could hold off. As long as she ain't calling up the maintenance man to bust her cheeks while this guy's waiting and spending all his money and time on her, then it's cool. Because a lot of women will do that. A lot of women will tell you that, you know what, I like this guy and I'm going to make him wait. And for 90 days and all this Steve Harvey bullshit.
How he tried to twist that back around.
Then the other guy, and every so often when she got the tickle, the guy who ain't paying shit comes over and busts those
anyway,
cheeks.
you see how Paige tried to turn that around? He's trying to bring it back on the women. I'm talking to men. Men, as a
Women
woman,
are the gatekeepers
as
of
a
sex.
woman, I'm telling you.
Women are the gatekeepers
You want
of
to wrap
sex.
a woman around your fingers, and when she's trying to give you some, tell her.
I agree with that.
No.
I agree with that part.
You tell her, yes, Lord. Yes.
I agree with you. I do
Women
agree
like
with
being
you. If a
teased.
woman can find a 10% man
They
who can turn
literally
down the
build
line,
industries
I
around
agree
women
with
being
that.
teased.
I agree with that. I can't argue with that. I agree.
Y'all listen to these men that are struggling with relationships, or you can, because they know women so well, or you can listen to a woman that's trying to tell
you a mystery.
If you want to mind bend a woman, tell her no. Tell her no, especially if you are
What's she gonna do,
fine.
Robbie? She gonna take it?
Fine. If you fine,
She
if
gonna
you as
take
fine
it.
as
Lord, she gonna take it out.
no, she's not. She's going
It
to
sound
do
like she is though.
what she's going to do is everything in her
Look at Corey
power.
Love's eyes
Get
light up.
you
So
to
why are
be
you looking in his
interested
eyes? Oh
in
no.
her.
Oh Lord.
That
Oh
type of
Lord. Oh
I'm trying to help y'all
Lord.
out.
Stay out that
Y'all
man's
gonna hit
eyes.
it.
What's wrong with
telling
you?
the truth.
Love, you don't know the game, the motherfucking game. Like that's why y'all out here in the struggle. Because as soon as a woman say, "Yeah, okay, give me some," y'all be like, "Oh my god," and it's over with.
There's some truth
Anyway,
to that.
There's truth to that. Yeah, there's truth to that.
Break it down, R-Pain.
So you know what? Every so often a broken clock is right twice a day. So she got that one right.
Nah, I know a lot of game. I just don't tell y'all because you're always over talking me. Like I don't know what I'm talking about.
Nobody overtalks you. Nobody overtalks you.
Y'all is
You
men
get
trying
more
to
airplay than most people on these panels.
that's because
doing it right now.
whatever. But
Yeah,
y'all is men trying to act like y'all know so much about women, and you really don't. Because when women are telling you what it gives and what it is for, instead of being wise like the Buddhist monks that sit back and they, you know what I'm saying, they gain information, they study their opponent. Y'all too busy. Y'all got all the answers. Had that.
I don't know. I don't know.
No,
So
I know a lot about women.
Robbie, are you saying that if a man turns down a woman's advances and he let her know, no, you gonna view that man as a
Aaron,
king?
please tell her what we was. We was gangs. We was all gangs. All of us. She was gangs.
I guess not, Robbie, because we've reached the end of the Aaron O Show. I appreciate you for joining the show. But we got to get up out of here. I got to go. I got to run. Got to go. Just know, man, you are kings, even if she try to take your ring. Thank you for tuning in. We will see you guys on the next show. And y'all make sure y'all tell Brother R-Pain, because he went through some pain today. Show him some love, okay? Send him all good, positive energy, because you know what they was doing back then in the 40s and the 30s and 20s when he was growing up and all that good stuff. I'm just kidding. Thank you for tuning in. We will see you guys on the next show. Make sure you like, subscribe. Well, don't worry about the subscribe part, but definitely like, comment. We will see you on the next show. We appreciate you.